stream. Join that bitch. Yes, sirski.
We live?
Yeah.
We're live on the Dark Gems podcast where we discuss current events, listen to your music, and most importantly, put on the hottest scene in the Midwest here in the Roch, Minnesota. So we're going to get started. First of all, subscribe and hit the bell to make sure you know when we are live. It's every Wednesday from 7 to 10 p.m., but it may not be every Wednesday, 7 to 10 p.m., so you better be on top of it. Also, we just hit 1,000 followers on Instagram.
Let's go.
And we promised a merch giveaway. However, our 1,000th follower was a spam account from Pakistan. I'm playing the game fair. I reached out. They have not responded yet. So, if we can get some merch out in Pakistan, I would be grateful. Otherwise...
So, you want to know the irony of this, of what I'm about to tell you, and it might hurt a little bit?
Oof.
On my spam account, my second white boy account on Instagram, I'm not following Dark Gems, but I feel like it would be dishonest if I followed and then I accidentally won.
Oh.
Swear.
Are you a spam account from Pakistan?
No, but
Okay.
either way.
Just give it to our 998.
So we still need one more follower. We're
I'll
almost
have to find
there.
out who that
We're
was.
almost there. That's
Well,
fucking.
when
That's
we grab
big
the next
news.
follower.
Yeah. Either 999 or 1001. I'll have to figure out who that was. But yeah, follow the Instagram. We have all upcoming events going on there. Me, Dable Fly, and Jay Havoc are going to be on stage in Austin this Friday with White Boy Beats. It's the Glow in the Dark party. You got to come out to that. King Lundy's going to be on stage July 8th in downtown Rochester at Tree Dome. Check out that as well. Jaden Williams, 507 Pacino, and King Ace are all going to be on tour very soon. Their tour starts June 27th here in Rochester at LC's venue. So make sure you get that done as well. Pop out. You know, this is the hottest scene in the Midwest for a reason. So if you're not supporting, and we're all, you know, in Chicago and Miami and LA and Tokyo, you're going to look stupid. So don't do that. Now, let's get into our guests and supporting cast here on the panel tonight. We got King Lundy once again. He's returning. We also have Dabo Fly, who is returning. I'm going to start with Dabo because it's been a while since he's been on the podcast. Tell him what you got going on.
Man, what do I got going on? So, I got a video coming out soon once it gets edited, featuring AK Fields from Push Records. That song is called City to City. It's going to be an excellent video that we filmed in Minneapolis, riding on the train with people staring at us. So that was fun.
Yeah.
And then, like you heard Blake say, I'll be performing with these guys at Cuatro Copes, and that is the 16th in Austin this Friday. So come out and show some support for that. Otherwise, just working on some more tour dates, things like that, and working on music. I guess I have a song coming out soon, being dropped. So yeah, just a lot going on.
Excellent. Without further ado, King Lundy, tell him what you got going on.
I got an album that is not coming out at all.
No.
Yeah, it's not at all. There's
You
no
will not
album.
see another.
You won't. Actually, you will, but you won't. You won't. Just follow my Instagram, kinglundy.76, if you want to see a bunch of weird shit that may or may not allude to something.
Yeah, stalking people in the woods.
Literally.
Yeah, exactly. I am the host of the Dark Gems podcast, creative director here at Dark Gems INTL. I got a little surprise coming out at the end of the month. Maybe it's new music. Maybe it's merch. Maybe it's 35 songs. I don't know.
Maybe it's that video of Dable Fly at what was it, the bakery?
Oh, where I was naked trying to clean my clothes in the toilet?
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
it's that.
Yeah,
could
maybe
be
it is that. Okay, TMZ is ready and waiting in the wings. One more time, if you're an artist in the chat, submit your music. We'll be listening at 9 p.m. Click the link in description where it says https:// stream elements. That's going to be where you're going to submit. So Also, give us a like and a thumbs up. Same thing, but you know what I mean. And with that, we're gonna get to our song of the week. It is El Último Beso by Jay Martinez.
Sé que tú estás viviendo ya con él, lo sé, pero recuerda cuando te tenía, cuando en mi cama te hice mía. Dime la que hay, y si te busco en la RAI, dime si estás dispuesta para revivir todo ese tiempo conmigo. Vamos a vernos, bebé. Si me estás diciendo que este es el último beso, mami, quédate tonight. Para revivir toda la bellaquera que teníamos en los tiempos de la high. Y si te busco en mi RAI, dime si estás dispuesta para revivir todo ese tiempo conmigo. Vamos a vernos, bebé. Dime qué chingado tú me hiciste. Eres adictiva y me envolviste. Yo te di mi corazón y tú me lo jodiste. En la disco pido todas las canciones tristes. Ya no sé qué hacer, viviendo en el ayer. Pasaron muchas cosas pero nunca te fallé. Recuerda cuando te guayé, tu sonrisa es replay. Ahora solo te miro en mi mente porque no te superé. Tú me prometiste muchas cosas pero baby te fuiste enseguida. El resultado fue que ya no eres mía. Que esto pasaría ya lo sabía. Si me estás diciendo que este es el último beso, mami, quédate tonight. A revivir toda la bellaquera que teníamos en los tiempos de la high. Y si te busco en mi RAI, dime si estás dispuesta para revivir todo ese tiempo conmigo. Vamos a vernos, bebé. El mundo dependía de ti. Me pregunto si tú estás feliz. San Valentín se siente como un infierno. Lágrimas caen cuando se vienen los recuerdos. ¿Qué putas me hiciste? No te puedo olvidar. Me la paso en el Twitter viendo si vas a postear. En la noche me dan ganas de llamar pa' bellaquear. Estás tatuada en mi piel, mami, no te puedo borrar. Aunque otra nena esté en mi cama, te juro que aún espero tu llamada. De que paso por ti en la madrugada para satisfacer lo que le dices a la almohada. Baby, sé que te fallé, pero también tú le fallaste a él. Estás conmigo adentro de un motel, pero bebé, antes de que te vayas, si me estás diciendo que este es el último beso, mami, quédate tonight. A revivir toda la bellaquera que teníamos en los tiempos de la high. Y si te busco en mi RAI, dime si estás dispuesta para revivir todo ese tiempo conmigo. Vamos a vernos, bebé. Si me estás diciendo que este es el último beso, mami, quédate tonight. A revivir toda la bellaquera que teníamos en los tiempos de la J-Ma, obsesión. J-Ma,
We're back in the Dark Gems podcast once again. Submit your music. If you got it, if you don't got it, get on Audacity right now.
The Audacity.
Go to YouTube. No.
Go to Utah.
Go to Utah.
Utah with Audacity
and
is
record
crazy.
On YouTube, get a YouTube beat. Just spit your feelings out right now in Audacity.
Who is it that records with Audacity? That you guys are
White
making fun
Diamond
of?
does.
Oh.
The Audacity.
The Audacity, bro. So a little news development that occurred over the past 24 to 36 hours. I was just working in my studio yesterday, and Dan's gonna find this story interesting. And we get a message to a Snapchat group chat that we have called Hottest Scene in the Midwest, hashtag Hottest Scene in the Midwest, which, important detail, the person that came up with that phrase is you. Yeah, it's the guy controlling the tech right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Freddie.
So let's credit that. You see hashtag HSITM or HSITMW. That is the guy that created it. Okay. Anybody else that says any different is lying. We're on the set of the Must Be Lost video in 21, and he's like, "We're the hottest scene in the Midwest," and everybody's like, "What?" He's like, yeah, we're the hottest team in the West. I'm like, oh yeah,
I didn't know that story.
Yeah, that's how I came about. It was in the parking garage, but
Was I there for that? Oh, I do remember that.
yeah, it was the video that we had to cut out like certain stuff.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So that's the first important detail. The second important detail is me and White Boy Beats used to work with Midwest Vault on a show called 507 Live that we recorded kind of at the back end of the pandemic when we had no venues open. And basically we would have like 6 artists come and do a full set on Twitch. And then we'd have freestyle sections and all this other stuff.
It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
That shit was fun as
Yeah.
fuck.
Business wise, for a lot of reasons, and we could talk about this probably in the next 4 hours, that fell through because Dark Gems and Midwest Vault, or at least the people that make a lot of the business decisions, are not in it for the same reasons. And this is another important statement. Important statement number 2 that you need to remember for the night. 1, that guy came up with how to sing the Midwest. That's the first thing. 2, the business purpose of Dark Gems is two-sided, okay? We are here to bring up this scene, okay? Because this scene is here, okay? We're just giving everybody all the tools. That's what we're here to do. We don't have time to give everybody a handout. That's impossible. But we are here to give you support. Like I said last weekend, we're here to answer your questions. Like anybody that calls me and says, I want to do a show, where can I do a show? How can I do this? Where can I get sound? Those are questions we can answer, okay? Not everybody's going to have the perfect situation, but we're going to try to do that, okay? That's the purpose of Dark Gems. The other side of it is every artist that invests should get an investment back. If you invest in sound equipment or something like that, you're going to get performance opportunities because you own part of the company. That's just an example, okay? So that's the two-pronged business model for people that aren't necessarily in business and all that.
Keeps me in business. That's why I'm here.
That's what I'm talking about. Right? So, from my time at Midwest Vault, it became apparent over time that the overall idea of Midwest Vault is positive. They want to bring artists together and they want to create positive experiences for artists. That's a good thing. Third thing I'm going to say that you need to remember. I'm not here to tear anybody in this community down and say, you can't do this, you can't tour here, this person isn't capable of doing this, because that's not fair to anybody. And who am I to say that? The work proves what you're capable of doing, right? So that's the other important thing. I'm not here to go to venues and, shit talk you for no reason and try to prevent you opportunities. I'm not here to do that. Now, if you happen to spoil those opportunities yourself, that's a whole different story. And that's kind of what I want to talk about here. Because the owners over at Midwest Vault, or owner of Midwest Vault, recently reached out to this group chat that I mentioned earlier. And they said, hey, we want to get a bunch of people together and discuss the future of the scene and all of this. Okay. Now keep in mind, we have not done business with Midwest Vault since October, since our Art Attack Festival, right? And so to me, as a business person that's working on this consistently, to Dan, who's working on this tech every week, to Luke, who's out here like in the streets of Rochester, like spreading the good word and doing business and trying to grow his brand, to Dabo, who's a part owner of the assets here at Dark Gems. That's fine, right? That's fine. We want you to do stuff like that. Not gonna stop you from doing it. It's a good thing and it's part of the community. However, you coming out of the woodwork at this random time is confusing. And just saying that and just trying to reconvene everybody as if we've talked in the past month or even 2 is weird. Is weird. Because we don't know where you've been. We don't know what your intentions are. So just boldly saying, we need to convene and do this. My question is, to do what? What are we convening over? That's my question. Now, It was also brought to the table that from this party that apparently there are some borders between Midwest Vault, Blake Shepard / Dark Gems, and White Boy Beats. I said, can you elaborate on that? He said basically the same thing over again, and you know that there's borders. And I said, okay, you're right. I remember now, since you're not going to elaborate. We are not interested in doing business with you professionally. Okay? We're not interested in doing that right now because in the past, that has not worked out well in my favor or in Dark Gem's favor or anybody that works around me, because we want to do good business and we want to do true business. We're not here to put together one event and then disappear. We're growing careers here. I have a personal career to grow. Everybody else in this room right now has a personal career to grow. So inconsistency doesn't interest me. If I am going to work on a project, obviously I'm going to ask what is in it for me. I'm not here to dictate anything. I'm here to give my ideas. And if somebody has a better idea or they disagree with me, they're welcome to say that. I hope they disagree with me. I don't want to control everything. I don't have all the best ideas. I hope people say something. But if you do say something, you better tell me why. You better have a good reason as to why you want to do something different. That's how I run things. I don't like being a dictator. I like other people's ideas being contributed. Now, back to the story. This person then texts me personally and says, I'm not even going to misquote him. I'm going to bring this up right now. Because he realized that he couldn't go on. I wasn't accepting these semantics. All of this kumbaya BS, I'm not with that. There's nothing that comes of it. We do business here. We are professionals. I want to hear business. I get a very, very, very long paragraph. Yes, bro, I think I'm serious about me calling together a leader summit. I don't even know what that means. The heads and top influencers of our said entities should come together. Try to clear the air, work through the tension, and see what we can do differently this time around, then execute the idea. Work through any tension. That's cool if you want to extend out an olive branch and all that. But I'm not the one that threw the rock in the first place. I'm just trying to protect myself and my people. So I said again, our goals are very different. That is okay. You can do business here. I want you to do business here. That's good for everybody. Your business is inconsistent. That's just true, man. If you have done something in the past 8 months, I haven't seen it. That's just true. Compared to how we are working right now, that's how it is. That's just the truth. That's the objective truth. When we do collaborate, I end up carrying the project. I don't like claiming that shit. That shit doesn't do anything for me. But in the projects that I did collaborate with this person, I felt like I was being exploited a lot of the time, because anytime that I would provide something, it wasn't valued. And then when I was asked to do something, there was nothing I got in return. Nothing I got in return. And I was fine with that for a while. But when I see the leader of the project setting a bad example and being a part of our project and being on stage, high out of his mind, while I'm working on a passion project that I care about in a community I care about, I take that personally, because it means that you don't care about it that much. So that's another thing. Third bullet point. Fourth bullet point. This person owes me money. Still, this person has owed me money for over 6 months now. So again, I don't know why I'm doing business with this person. If you owe me money, that's the first thing. Our last transaction is not even finished, and you want to start talking about the next thing. So after all that, I said, I've made up my mind, but I just want you to lead with action and accountability. I hope this person succeeds. Don't have any ill will. I hope they succeed. I've had past business partners do the same thing. I hope he succeeds, because it's good for us in the long term, for this community, for them to be doing the same thing as us. There's nobody here, dude. This isn't Chicago, okay? There's There's no competition here, quote unquote. It's not big enough for that yet. I said, there's nothing more to say. You'd think any good business person I say that to would say, okay, good luck to you. I understand you feel that way. This is the text I get back. It's very long, so, tune in. There you go, Blake, and you just stated the boundaries. With that being said, we move differently, and I think that is a good thing for the culture. Okay, so we do agree on something. You'll get your money, man. God, I hope so. It took me a while to get clean and to come out and talk about all these things honestly. Honestly, he's going through a lot of things, I had to step away, family, all that other stuff. Cool, bro. I respect that. You got to do what you got to do. By me talking about this event and us coming together, I'm trying to move past all the bullshit. That's not how you move past this. You move past this by correcting your wrongs and you doing business on yourself to prove why I should do business with you. You can't just say that you're moving past all the bullshit and you're making an effort to move past the bullshit when you're the one that created the bullshit. I'm past the bullshit. You created the bullshit. Said a bunch of other stuff, basically repeating. I said, good luck. I'm done at that point. He wasn't.
I finished.
Last point. I think your points are wrong. Those 4 points that I laid out earlier. I think you're being very egotistical by thinking you carry projects. Homie, you hijack projects, and when shit doesn't have enough for you in it, you leave it be. My business is inconsistent. I put around 10K over the course of everything. Let me stop you right there. Where is my money? Where is $10,000? You don't owe me that much money. You want to work with me business-wise and meet with me? And you've made all this money, but I haven't been prioritized for your debt? That's very interesting.
Bro,
Yeah,
good
no, that's
$4
weird, bro.
grand.
How-
Good $4 grand of that was my shit, my computer, and my monitors, and like including my setup. He's including my setup into his price. He didn't fucking put in that much. He didn't even make that much in a year.
Bro.
What the fuck are we talking?
Not
It
even-
gets better. It gets better. I'm almost done.
Gotcha.
Damn right our goals are different. I don't know why you're still talking. I don't want to intertwine with how you move either. Then why are you talking to me? Why did you start this? I needed time to get healthy. Cool, bro. Cool. You think you are the standard and you have this ignorant mentality, bro. No, good luck to you. Honestly, bro, here's the thing. Anybody that doesn't believe they can be the standard here in this city, in Rochester, then you need to correct that and think you should be the standard. Honestly, like I've had this talk. Dabo Fly is not short of any confidence whatsoever. Like he knows that he can be the standard. I know Luke feels the same way about his art. I know this guy literally said in a Facebook post, I don't know a producer out here that's better than me. And I had to look at myself because I produce. I'm like, he's probably better than me, to be honest with you.
I don't. I've yet to see it
Exactly,
still.
exactly. So any artist out here, if you're an artist out here and you take this seriously and you're not saying I'm the best artist here, I don't know why you're not, to be honest with you.
Real quick.
I don't know why. Because that should be the standard. So to wrap things up, a lot of people have called me ignorant and overconfident and egotistical. And especially in the last few months, they've said things like, I don't think you have your priorities straight. You're only focused on yourself and all this. Yes. Do you know why? Because when I moved here and I started 507cc, which was the first business I was with, I gave everybody a chance. And I was giving people rides that I didn't even know. I was giving people money that I didn't even know. I was believing in artists that didn't believe in themselves. And all I did was lose money and time, and I didn't even gain any friends out of it. You know, they say like, it's the friends we made along the way and all that. I was giving up things to people who didn't even want to be a part of this. Okay? So, yes, there's a business standard now. There is. But if you lead with good intentions and you don't have a business standard yet and you don't know what you want yet, that's cool too. Then ask questions and humble yourself. Honestly, it's fine. So, I will now open up the panel.
Real quick, kind of contradicted you.
What did I say?
Let
Let me clear that up right now.
You were talking about how artists should always be like, yeah, I'm the best, and then Dan was like, you were talking about how Dan said he was the best producer, and then you said, yeah, Dan is better than me.
As a producer, yeah, because he leads as a producer. I
Okay,
lead as
okay,
a recording artist.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, but I definitely agree with you. Like,
But now, actually, you know, that's
Yeah.
a good point. I'm better than you, Dan. So.
oh, yeah, you gotta hold yourself like that, bro. Like, I will never, no, like, if I'm gonna look at myself as an artist, I'm the best here. Ain't nobody doing nothing like me. Ain't nobody have ideas like me. I'm better than everybody here, artist-wise. Yeah.
I respect you for saying that. Like, there's a lot of other people, and I can't wait to see what you have to say about this, if anything. Maybe you're playing strategy. I don't know. But, but yeah, man, I'm not, like, I respect the, like, work in, work out nature of the universe. Like, if I'm not the favorite artist in Rochester or whatever, if local media isn't picking me up or whatever, I don't really care, bro. I honestly don't really care because I can't control that. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these, like, participation awards and, like, trophies people want just for recognition because they want to be on stage and they want to be loved by all these people. That's not the reason you should do music. That's not the reason you should be in this industry because it just causes toxicity. Okay? If you're into this industry because you really love and the art and the craft of what you do, you love writing lyrics, you love recording, you love performing and being on stage. And it's not about the other people. It's about you, what you love to do, then you're in it for the right reasons. But if you're in it because you want to, you know, have 10 racks, like, in, like, a Bugatti and, like, have all these girls in your DMs, like, blah, 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 and all the rappers love you and all that stuff, you're never going to attain that because that's not, like, quantifiable. You're chasing something that doesn't exist. But if you chase, you know, the passion inside your own soul, that's attainable because it's already within you. That's a good reason to do music. That's a good music to do art. That's a good music reason to be in this community. I'm still trying to figure out more efficient ways that Dark Gems can be here in Rochester, that we can function in all this and grow this community. I don't have all the answers for that yet. But if, like, I'm always going to talk business from this moment forward and from the past at least 6 months. I don't have any, like, if you don't come with a business purpose and yet you still want to lead, I can't trust you, honestly.
Can I argue your point a little bit?
What point?
I feel like just loving the craft, and, like, as much as I love the craft, like, I love music. Like, that's my, if I didn't do music, bro, like, I would have nothing else to do with my life. Like, I would probably not be here right now if I didn't commit to music. I feel like there's a little bit more that goes into it. Like, just loving the craft is not enough. Like, for me, like, it's not even.
But it's the main reason.
Yeah, it's the main
all I'm
reason.
saying.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, like, yeah. What's
Yeah,
chat
it is.
saying?
Yeah, shout out the chat, man. Dylan, we love you, man. He was out at the shoot.
Yes, sir. shout out Dylan.
MCJ, I'm trying to kiss King Lundy and get that shit on TMZ.
What
Respect.
the fuck?
Luke, we were talking about Dark Gem's relationship with, or non-relationship with Midwest Vault in the past. They're another collective here in Rochester. Alex B, just, you know, stating the objective truth. Yeah, man.
I think the most important thing is the focus and direction of what you're trying to accomplish with the music. And I don't think that everyone made to be in a position of leadership or a position of CEO or a position of
Mhm.
I'm the guy who does this. I would be terrible at that.
Yeah.
People have tried to make that because I have a studio, and they've tried to be like, "Hey, put me on. I'm your artist." And I'm like, "Whoa, I'm not a manager. I'm not a promoter.
Yeah.
I'm just a rapper." You know, and so I think and we've mentioned this about the cities, and you don't want it to happen down here too, is when there's so many groups, whether it's Dark Gems, Midwest Vault, Minnesota Hip Hop, all these different groups, it just confuses people. Because they're like, oh, so remember that thing I put in the group chat, like from Family Guy? I can never tell when the movie starts and the logos end, you know? And it's just logo after logo after logo. So that's why I have always maintained focus. And I've told you this, and I've told the person in question that you guys were talking about.
Yo, when we
Scenes,
get copyrighted if we pull that shit up
Yes,
right now.
we
Damn.
20th Century Fox.
Yeah.
Be at the front door, bro.
But yeah, I've always maintained the most important name that I push is Dable Fly, you know? And whether I've worked with Dark Gems or Minnesota Hip Hop or Midwest Vault, Dable Fly came first. And, you know, people just need to know what they need to be focusing on. Not everyone's in charge to be a leader. Some people would just be better as an artist. And I'm one of those people too.
I got one more thing to say. Real quick.
Go ahead.
And this is about the earlier stuff that I really wanted to say because that shit pissed me off. And I know bro is probably gonna see this. You know what I'm saying?
He will
And
see it.
He will see it. And I'm not gonna air bro out because you know Blake is a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be a nice guy right now. You left out an important point. I'm not gonna state it all because we're on the podcast right now. But when you watch this, you know what you did, bro. Don't do that. You know what the fuck you did.
I honestly skated past most of it. Because, you know,
There's a reason why my microphone has been on mute and I'm not on camera. If you want to catch me doing this, we'll do this on my Twitch at some point when the time comes. But for right now,
Yeah, we gonna
now
leave-
is not the place for me to open my fucking mouth.
It's for the birds right now, bro.
ironically, bro, we don't have to say the worst stuff he's done to get the point across.
Nah, but that shit that he did, you know what I'm talking about too.
No, I
Yeah,
know.
That
I
shit was
know.
wild, bro.
And that's why
I don't think
said,
I know what.
Like, I literally asked him as a man, lead with action and accountability with all the stuff you do going forward. And he did not credit that at all. He did not acknowledge that at all. So that just tells you what type of person he is. Like, if you can't, that's one of my things with people I do business with. If you can't take accountability for your own actions, how can I trust you with literally anything? That means you could destroy everything that we built together, and you'll be like, "Oh, well, it's somebody else's fault." Like, I can't work with that. I can't work with that.
It
And
wasn't me.
At that moment, you disqualify yourself. So, hey, man, it's 7:33. In an hour and 27 minutes, we're gonna have the music review section.
Submit your
submit
shit.
your music. Get on Audacity. Record
The Audacity.
a song now. Yeah, I have the audacity.
Blake has the
To ask
audacity
you to submit your
Yeah.
music and the audacity to ask you to make a song right now. So, submit your shit, man. Submit your shit. Let's move on to the next portion, man. Do you like outdoorsmanship?
I do. I used to go camping as a kid all the time. Yeah.
I
I've
don't
never
know if he was
hunted
just
though.
doing that for like the aesthetic, bro. Yeah.
Well, I'm your guy if we're talking about the outdoors.
Dable's got like one of every single fucking hat that Jet. If any, and I mean this respectfully as a joke, but if anybody is a quote unquote dick rider of Jesse, it's Dabo, for sure.
Fuck you, Dave. No.
Can I expand on that?
Go ahead.
I have credited Jedzilla for being the reason my music is as successful as it is.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I give him so much praise. Like
Because
when
adding
I-
such a good video to a song does so much for it.
Yeah, dude, I've said it 1,000 times. I'm coming up with these good, like, little, like, definitions and things of what things are, like, you know, how to see in the Midwest. And, you know, he's the new Cole Bennett. He's our Cole Bennett, bro.
Yo.
Like, for real. Like, if you think about it, he's starting to do something that's, you know, not a lot of people do freelance. That's not, you know, industry shit that's done by Sony or MGM or whatever the fuck, whoever did videos. Vivo. If that, you guys remember that? Vivo, that whole era.
Mhm.
Every time you saw a music video, it had that Vivo watermark in the corner. But yeah, anyway, like I give him quite praise for what he's doing, because I don't see I know there are other people that will do videos, but they don't do videos. You get what I'm saying?
They don't create. They kind of put together a music video.
They got a
They
camera.
don't create like a aesthetic.
Yeah.
Necessarily.
They got a camera and they're like, yeah, you need a music. I'll do a music video. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But
And
then
it's brand recognition. Everyone knows who that is. Everyone's like, hey, how do I get a Judzilla video? So many people come to me. It's
Mhm.
like, he has an Instagram. He has a phone number. Don't ask me. I'm busy setting up my videos.
right?
But yeah, it's just name recognition.
Yeah.
MCJ said, "I'm trying to scrap with Blake and then lose on purpose."
That'd be funny to watch.
Bro, yeah. Hey, last thing I'm gonna say. Let me talk my shit for a little bit, bro, and let me talk shit on behalf of everybody in this room too.
Fight!
Shout out the sound effect, bro. We're gonna get the soundboard together. There's two other companies that have a problem with me in Rochester right now. Okay, one of them is 507 Creative Collective, who I was the former creative director for, who I created the logo for and all the questions in his interviews he's still using. Who has me blocked on everything.
I haven't seen a fucking video.
I'm gonna get to that, my friend, because between him and Midwest Fault, do you know how many shows both of these companies have put together in the past year, which would go back to June 16th? What is it, the 16th? One, actually. Just one. Art Attack, which is what Midwest Fault collaborated on. 507cc, 0. How many shows has Dark Gems done in the past year? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm starting to lose count now. At least 6 or 7. Okay. So before anybody doubts like who's actually doing stuff in Rochester and where all this energy is coming from, just check the statistics. Okay, check the numbers.
And people know.
Yeah, they know. They
People
know.
know.
Check the numbers, bro. And to the companies that I just called out now, if you got something to say and you still want to dirt my name around Rochester, bro, why don't you just put in the work and shut me up? Because the statistics just tell the truth, okay? The statistics tell the truth. So put on your shows. Buy the trademark. Buy the hottest scene in the Midwest trademark. Buy it off of us. Please do. I know how much it is. I'm a business guy. I know how much a trademark is. Buy it now.
What would that actually mean?
Buy it.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Dabo, but when we get into our final location of this podcast, let's bring him on.
That'd be crazy.
Let's bring him on the show.
He wouldn't
have a
accept.
We'll extend it out. We can't be pussy about it. I mean,
get a
we're willing to
moderator?
talk about this shit and call some people out. But if they don't want to show up and do this shit, whatever.
I'd be down to do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be on
I'd
the
be
podcast.
down to do it, but just know, this is not a person that's existing in reality. This is a person that's acting extremely out of self-defense and has created their own reality because they live in such a cognitive dissonance. Okay? So that is going to quickly devolve into me just listing the objective reality and them trying to paint me as the bad person. But by all means,
Oh, we'll have a moderator.
I'll be ready.
We'll have a mediator.
ready.
We'll have someone that's doesn't really give a shit about being on a side, but understands the drama really.
you just want to witness an annihilation.
Just some guy
I
on the
just
side of the
wanna-
road.
No, okay. You want to know? I'll leak it now, and this is full disclosure now. It's just Adam 22 ain't doing shit anymore, so we got to fill some void somehow.
Dark Gems INTL, coolest podcast on the internet.
See, it's just a different. It's interesting to hear the stuff you guys talk about because there's so many people, the person you were talking about earlier, and some others that you guys have worked with on a business side of things that I haven't. You know what I mean? I have never had to essentially tie myself to anyone and really trust them to make the right. The closest thing has been you, us, the stuff we've bought. So it's just I have a different mindset. So it's kind of interesting to hear some of the stuff that I may not know. And a lot of people, especially during that group chat, didn't know. So many people were like, what the hell's going on here? That's Oh yeah, you weren't there, but like so many people like, what is this all about? And then a bunch of people left, so that's not really even a group chat anymore.
Yeah, no.
Well, we're hitting the content world now, baby. It's on the internet for everyone to fucking know now.
I still want to do that basketball game though, because I want to play.
Maybe we have the pod at the basketball.
That's what I was thinking. That'd
Don't
be
invite
sick.
me, bro. I'm a horrible hooper, bro. I can't hoop for shit, bro.
It's rappers only, so it's not like we're gonna be playing with like a bunch of like NCAA
Yeah,
champions.
rappers only, so Luke's not invited? What?
Yeah, the way you
Oh,
framed that, I was about to say, I'm like, huh?
Nah, bro. I'm a horrible hooper, bro. I don't want to be seen hooping, bro. If you ever see me on the court, bro, don't record no videos. I can't hoop for shit.
Okay, let's transition. Let's transition for real. I'm not trying to give away your projects that you're working on,
Oh, me.
but you spend a lot of time in the forest, and I've been privileged enough to, also experience the wilderness at the
Yeah.
same time you're experiencing the same wilderness. Last night, we hit a preserve in Rochester, and we were out there for like 2 hours late at night, and something was following us, bro.
Yeah.
Because we basically went into the there's like wide open prairie area where like it's pretty cool, some like lakes out there and stuff, and then you head into the forest and like you don't know where the hell you are.
Literally,
Like
bro.
the trails are really tight. If you step too far off the trail, you're gonna trip down the hill. If you go too far into the trail, it's hard to get out because there's like a ton of forks in the road, and when you go back, it's not clear as to where you are. So like there was one point last night where we went really deep into the trail, and we came to a fork, and then we hear like some rustling to the left of us, and we all stopped. We're like, shit.
How many people do you have?
It was 3 of us. It was Eli, it was me, and Luke. And we pointed the flashlight to it. This is the pattern we had.
Yeah.
We would just point the flashlight towards that area and just like stop and listen. And then when it stopped, we'd wait a little bit longer and then we'd keep going. It happened like 3 times, and it was to the left of us up the hill every time. And it happened for like at least a quarter mile straight. And this thing had to be like within 25 feet of us. And then we got to this prairie, and I felt like I was in like a Goosebumps episode because there was like this house that was in the middle.
With a fucking
the prairie?
castle.
Yeah.
What? At Corey Hill?
No.
No.
Oh,
And we're like, oh, we need to check out this castle. And we start heading up into the plain, and the plain is on a hill, and the castle's on one part of the hill, and then the house is off to the left, but it's a little bit downhill. But we're heading up from the forest into this plain that's on a hill. And we're like, okay, we're gonna go check out the castle. And I'm like crouched down like I'm in freaking GTA, like Ghost Reconning the shit. And we start to get like halfway to the castle, and the fucking lights on the house turn on, and we're like, shit. And Luke like dashed off in the woods. He's like, I'm not doing this.
Literally, bro, I ducked off and no, bro, it was fast as fuck. They're like, where the fuck is Luke? I'm sitting in here in the brush, bro, looking like a motherfucking ghillie suit nigga, bro. I like pop up and I'm like, I'm over here.
Exactly. So, me and Eli are just like chilling. Like we like get down into the brush, like crouching again, Ghost Reconning again. And we're just waiting. And the light doesn't do anything. Nobody comes outside. We don't hear anybody. And we're like, that must be a sensor. But that sensor went really far out.
Swear.
Like we were like 45, 50 feet away from the house, and we were on the other side of the house. We weren't even on the side the light was on. We're like, shit. So like, okay, we need to get back out of here. We head back down into the forest, and then we start hearing the rustling again.
Literally
on
all
the
the way
right
to the
side. So
house.
we're heading back the other way. It's on the same side basically. And like that shit was hunting us all the way until basically we got back into the plane again. And then after that, Eli started saying Skinwalker a lot. And
Yeah.
Luke did not like
no,
that.
literally, I blame
What's a
Blake and
skinwalker?
Eli.
I
Okay,
don't know what a Skinwalker is.
so skinwalkers are like, they come from, I'm pretty sure, like,
some sort of lore.
it's like a Native American like religion. So they're like basically like these like fucking weird looking creatures, and like they could take the form of like whatever like your brain would feel most comfortable with, like your mom or like your dad, and they just kind of like switch places with you, like they kill you and switch places with you.
Oh.
Yeah, but you're like when you're in the woods or you're out at night, you're not supposed to say skinwalker, bro. You're not supposed to say that shit because it draws them closer. And like not only did Eli start saying that at the end of the night, but I heard Blake and Eli maybe like once or twice just say skinwalker, and I'm like, bro, like that's y'all created that, bro.
This is just somewhere in Roch
Yeah, bro.
that I've never been to.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know. Have you been there?
I don't know.
You been to Game Haven?
You never been to Game Haven?
I don't think so.
Game Haven's nice. It's super big though. Like I was talking to Blake about it earlier,
What
bro.
side of town is it on?
It's near. You know where Willow Creek is? Middle
Think so.
school. So like Game Haven is like a little bit further out than that, but it stretches far as fuck. Like Game Haven is way bigger than Quarry Hill. Game Haven will stretch from what's the nearest thing to Game Haven?
Like a business that I would.
Target South.
Target South. It stretches all the way to Willow Creek Middle School. Like that's how fucking big it is. And like there's like multiple things that people go there for. Like there's like the Boy Scout shit. Police go there and they have like a shooting range and stuff. There's a bike trail.
Okay, now.
Yeah, so it's like huge, bro. So like we got lost as fuck. Like we were lost. And like whole time, bro.
Lost, for real. And all of our phones were on less than 10% too.
That's just a
which
nightmare.
Was great. Eli had a flashlight, so I was like, okay, well, at least we won't be in the darkness as long as his batteries are good.
Dylan just
Bro
put
left
it was
the-
a bear for sure. There's been bear attacks in Rochester.
Yeah, there's
recently.
40 I heard 46 bears in Rochester now. So
Huh?
yeah, black bears are known to migrate. So they're what my dad has been telling me because he like works out in like the field and everything. He's a soil scientist. He like keeps up with his nature stuff. He does habitat like restoration. They're migrating from the north to the south, and that's why we have so many bears here now. Like I think it's something with like city development and
It's
like
the wildfires in Canada.
that could be it too. They're just getting pushed down. Like they're getting
Yeah.
pushed down. So that's why we have so many bears
It's
here.
a long way to travel.
They're bears, bro.
They just be walking, bro.
But
Like
that's
on the
that's
side
the
of the
thing though.
highway, a line of them.
That's the thing though. If it was a black bear, I don't feel like we would have been getting stalked like that. I feel like the bear would have like
Black
alerted.
bears are
so-
supposed to be afraid of people. I
yeah.
thought.
So I think the rule is brown lay down, black attack or some shit.
Black act like you're on crack. Ah!
Brown
You got to
lay
get real
down.
big and make
Yeah.
them like feel scared and shit. But yeah, no, I don't feel like it was a black bear. Like I got really worried because like the movement was so quiet, and like what a lot of people don't know is we do have cougars, like mountain lions here.
I hate those things. That's my biggest fear on the planet.
Yeah, that's what, like they were like it was moving so like meticulously, and it was literally stalking us. Like we would run, and it would be right where we're at. So that's how I was like, damn, bro. Like in my brain, I was like, this better not be like a mountain lion, because if we see a mountain lion, bro, we're fucked. It's over. Like there's nothing that is stopping that thing from mauling every one of us.
You have a pocket knife or anything?
No, bro. Eli forgot the machete, bro. He brought a machete with him and left it in the car.
I'm just saying, even if you were, you could probably try to slit its throat.
Bro, Eli's hilarious because like when we started hearing shit stalking us, Luke is like, "Bro, you got the knife? You got the knife?" And Eli's like, "I know he was shitting his pants a little bit, bro, but he was like calm as hell. He's like, must have left him in my other pants."
He left it in the car, bro, because when we went into Quick Trip, he was like, bro, I probably shouldn't bring this into Quick Trip. And he just put it in his car, right? We get out, bro, and like get back in the car and shit and whatever, pull up to Game Haven. I'm like, cool, because I'm like, bro, this dude has like a big ass knife on him. Like, if anything attacks us, like at least we have something to defend ourselves. How do you leave that in the car, bro? Eli, I hope you watched this. Why?
Also, bro, like,
Carry a tomahawk.
we're not liable for any black bear injuries or cougar injuries that
Don't go
might
in the
happen.
woods.
Like, if you go to any of these places, you are under your own discretion.
Dark Gems told me to
So-
do it. They did it, so I thought
Yeah,
I
no,
would.
you can't say that now, okay? We're
Um,
exempt from liability, so.
Speaking of mountain lions, though, did you guys hear about the dude in Colorado? He was a jogger in the woods, right? He was just jogging. Mountain lion came out, right? Attacked him, bit him on his shoulder, like dislocated like a little bit. I think that's what I think I remember. He somehow put it in a chokehold, bro. He like knew jujitsu or something.
My watch told me to stand up.
He killed the mountain lion with his he killed the mountain lion with his bare hands. His bare hands, bro. A whole mountain lion. How do you do that?
He's probably in the military or something.
Well, the only training that he said that he had was jiu-jitsu, which I mean does make sense.
Well, if it does the job, it's just the job. Good.
Imagine, you think like if a mountain lion bit you on the shoulder, you think you could?
I don't know. Those claws are a lot.
Yeah.
Like, you have to get out of the way of the claws. That's like if you control its head, you control its head, but still swinging.
He had no life-threatening injuries or anything after.
That is absurd. That's absurd. He killed it.
Yeah, he killed the
He,
mountain
he
lion.
choked it out.
He strangled it to death.
That is crazy. How big was it?
So mountain lions, what people don't really know that much, they don't weigh that much more than humans. Like, I think it would weigh like a good 120, which is the weight of me.
The weight of me. The weight of water.
No, like the weight of me. Like, I weigh like
The shape of you.
All right. I
What
weigh
he's
a
saying is Lundy weighs like a $130 wet.
No.
All right, whatever.
Well-
I weigh like 127, 130.
That's respectable. You're only like 5.
5'5".
See, 127.
5'6".
So when he gets wet, that adds a couple more pounds. So he's like about $130 wet.
But
I was
anyways,
accurate, and you started to get all butthurt when I was accurate. Yeah. See.
It's a minor insecurity. Okay. We all have them.
That's the thing though. Like mountain lions are like damn near pure muscle, bro. Like compared to like a human being, like
Ain't nothing scarier than driving with a goddamn cougar in the car.
Dylan says he grew
Remember
up.
that from?
I feel like I know what the fuck you're talking
Are you
about.
talking about Talladega Nights?
Yeah.
Dylan's like, I grew up past the Duluth, so bears are crazy up there, especially grizzlies. Bro, if grizzlies start coming down here, I'm moving.
Oh yeah, no that's an attack
of
that you
the-
can't
yeah.
fight back on.
Yeah, you're donezo. Can you imagine we go out there again and we see a bear? We're like, oh, it's a black bear, and then it gets closer. We're like, oh, it's a grizzly bear.
Bro,
Jeez.
Bro, what?
what's crazy, bro? Like
They only try to murder you on sight.
grizzlies, like
You need to carry a gun if you're
Yeah.
in Alaska.
they're like, I think their skulls are like harder than most other bears. So like if you like took like even like a Glock and like just shot that thing, like
Just
It's-
bounce off.
no, it's not gonna bounce out, but it's not going down, bro. It's not like yeah. That
You gotta shoot it a few times. Dang.
You need like an M60.
big guns because I don't skip no Russian.
If you want to go to Alaska, bro,
I want
you
to
got to bring
Alaska.
Michael Myers with, bro. Can we do like an AI simulation of Michael Myers versus a grizzly bear?
That'd be crazy. No, have you guys David, do you watch anime?
Some of it.
Have you been keeping up with Vinland Saga?
No.
What about you, Dan? You been keeping up with Vinland Saga? We're not even gonna talk to him right now. There's this scene. There's a scene in Vinland Saga.
What the fuck is wrong with Demon Slayer? What's wrong with you?
Demon Slayer is mids. All right.
It might be mid, but the wife likes it, and it's the only one she fucking likes. So, meh.
Wife is always right.
Anyway,
But in Vinland Saga, it's like this Viking anime. There's like this dude. He's like known as like Thorkin the Tall or some shit. Fucking big ass dude. He's like 6'5". There's a scene where like there's like this bear. It's like a big ass grizzly. Tries to attack him. They like chain it to a wall. Bro gets punched in the face and just fucking killed it. It's crazy as fuck.
So,
Yeah, you don't want to mess with them. Stick to strangling pigeons.
When do we talk about pigeons? This just
You guys don't
in.
remember
Dable
that?
likes to strangle pigeons.
You guys don't
I
remember
didn't
this?
get that reference at
I
all.
didn't.
no, I don't get it. Cock out.
Bro has a wild life, bro.
0.3.
Dable, how often do you strangle pigeons?
Oh, every Monday.
Every is that how you get ready for the week?
Goes off on his Apple Watch. He's like,
Oh, time for it
it's
again.
time.
What does that do for you? Like, is you just
I
like
get an erection.
we're ending the podcast right now?
Oh my god, bro.
That's pretty good, huh?
Dark Gems INTL, most out of pocket podcast on the internet.
This is just as bad as when fucking Jay Havoc called me. He's like, "I'm coming."
No, he said I came.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we made a joke out of it too. He didn't mean it like that on the phone. He's like, I'm coming, and we're like, oh, and then he came here, and he's like, I already said the punchline. Doesn't matter now. We need Dabo and White Boy to get on World Star. Bro, MCJ.
How do you do that
is
again?
Like
Can't you just like submit it?
an enigma.
Yeah. You can submit your music to World Star.
Money Max said it's like only like $4,000. Maybe.
It's I thought it was $5 to put your music video on their YouTube. Either way, same price range.
It's not worth it nowadays.
Nobody cares about World Star.
Pretty
I don't
much.
think Dabo and I have really anything. Well, I
We
mean,
don't have anything new.
maybe the thing with Money Mac
Sense?
when it's finished, but I don't think we've got anything World Star like ready yet. No,
we don't.
so no, we're good.
What? Bro did a freaking
That quick, huh?
yeah. He
All a little.
oh
He was,
whoa. Hold on.
did he use a?
Hold on,
AI?
hold on. I need to send this to Dan so he can put it up on the screen. If it copyright strikes it, it's dumb because it's AI generated. So he typed in Michael Myers versus Grizzly Bear fight or something like that on the AI generator.
Who did?
You texted it to me. I can't do nothing when it's on a text
Oh,
message.
where do you want me to send it?
If you had a Mac, you could.
We don't have. Sorry, my child is screaming bloody murdy. You could send it to me on Instagram.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Instagram.
Chanstagram.
Never
Official?
mind, found it.
Yeah.
I got a
yeah.
piece so damn bad, but I want to see his picture so bad too. So I'm gonna.
Just sent it. We have a music review at 9 p.m., my friends. So send in your freaking stuff to our freaking podcast and freaking look at it. Freaking listen to it and tell you whether it's not good or whether it is good.
This is what you wanted to send me.
Uh,
This is what you wanted to send me.
Let's pull it up.
Yes.
What is this again?
A bear versus
This
Michael
is
Myers.
a grizzly bear versus Michael Myers in a fight. Yeah, they have it pulled up. Michael Myers turned into a bear. So I think grizzly bear dub,
It's
I guess.
Grizzly Myers.
I waited for nothing, bro. I thought that shit was gonna be cool. I'm going
It is
Kiwi.
kind of cool. He's a skinwalker.
Grizzly Myers.
Oh my god.
This is cool.
Magikarp Pro Shops. No,
Good.
buy it.
When did I become
Capitalist
a hat guy?
consumption now today.
Well,
Magikarp Pro Shops.
you know, I've
Okay,
said
we
that-
have no tech. This is gonna go off the rails very quick. Here's the thing. I need to take a starting with this house.
Yes.
Yes.
Easier than you think.
Here than you
Just
think.
invest in the right companies. And
Hey.
you're a partial owner.
For the people in the chat right now, we're going to put this poll out on Dark Gems tonight. If you would pop out to a open mic or performance opportunity for artists in Rochester, let us know in the chat because we're considering of putting something together. And if we do, we want to know that people want it.
We've got the equipment. We've got the artists. Show
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, because I have artists in my messages all the time. Put me on, put me on. I put up one of my shows, and they're like, "How do I get on stage?" And I get like 6 of those. It's like, bro, what do you expect me to do? Just be like, "Okay, you're on a 9:15." Like, that's not how it works
They're not-
at all. Like,
They're not manipulative enough. I
Yeah.
started by going to every rapper's shows, even if I wasn't a part of it. Kind of like a whole like sucking up type of thing, but it worked. 'Cause, like,
yeah.
I wasn't doing shows like 3 years ago, and now I do like 2 a month.
But you were also putting out hella music and videos and shit too.
That's true.
That counts to me as a promoter. When I put my promoter hat on, that's what counts to me. Like if I have 6 rappers in my DMs and all of them are like, "Hey, I want to perform," but one of them puts out a music video every 2 months and has put out a project in the past year, I'm looking at you a lot in a business fashion because that gives you an advantage because it shows that you're dedicated and you're willing to put skin in the game. If you're just putting out a song on SoundCloud every year, and
You're
that's
gonna
it,
get power crept so quick.
like that that doesn't show that you're dedicated at all. How do I know you're even gonna show up to the show?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's times where artists stay so stagnant and they still don't have a video. And then when you tell them what the price is for a good video, they back out because they're not willing to put that forward, you know.
I mean, it's a personal decision, but you know, it's the hottest scene in the Midwest for a reason. If you want a piece, you're gonna have to put out music and content to show that you care about your music and content. Consistency, indeed. It's a very simple concept. You do something a lot, and you get better at it over time.
Closer. So I can read it.
The chat?
Yeah.
Chat. You know? I want to make sure everybody can. Cool. Once again, subscribe to YouTube. We're at the bottom of the first hour, 8:01 p.m. Give this stream a thumbs up. Go in the comment section and drop your favorite recipe. And subscribe to YouTube. Turn on the notification bell. And maybe more importantly, not more importantly, just as important, follow the Instagram at DarkGemsINTL. Feature us on your story. Tag us at DarkGemsINTL. Tell people what's going on. This is the hottest scene in the Midwest. And we are going up. So join us.
MCJ,
Join the cult.
my flag came. So I should be able to knock that video out. I just thought of that.
His flag came?
We have a song and I ordered a flag for the background.
Oh, Mexican flag?
Yep.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna do both. I think I'm gonna have like an American and it's a mix. I don't know, I think that'd be creative.
Yeah. Time together.
No.
A fiend.
A fiend for the food.
Once
Still
again,
waiting for Vato stuff. Oh,
if you are
yeah.
interested in an open mic or something of that variety, a performance opportunity, let us know in the chat. Let us know you're alive. Get ready in the chat. Next hour, we got a lot to talk about. A lot of current events coming up. A lot of current events happening right now.
Also, come out to Cuatro Copes on the 16th, this Friday.
This Friday, come out to the party. It is 21 plus, but if you're 21 plus and you're not going to it, I honestly, maybe you're just an indoor person. Maybe that's not your thing. But otherwise, like, you should be there. That's going to be the hottest party in the 507 that night. So come out to Cuatro Copas in Austin. Let's make it happen, man. We have one vote for the open mic. Shout out MCJ. Like I said, I get a ton of messages on Snapchat, Instagram, all the time. And they'll say, bro, how do I perform? And it's like, bro, I don't put together shows like just to put people on. Like, I don't put together like a ton of shows and be like, I'm gonna put on 6 artists every week. Like, that's not feasible for anybody. So
I used to get annoyed when people saw me as that guy. I try to hide that as much as I can. I try to stay very below the radar when it comes to being a promoter. 'Cause I don't want people to look at me as, oh, that's just the guy who's gonna help my career. Because I'm focused on my career, you know.
Right. Even if you get put on, right? Like, your perception and your mentality can't be, I'm waiting for somebody to put me on. That can't be your mentality. Your mentality should be, you put yourself on, and then you do business with other people to get more opportunities and do different things
16.
and get yourself in front of different audiences. That's how you should view it. That's how I view it.
We all worked for this by ourselves to get where we are at, by ourselves. Like, Dabo didn't like go through like a bunch of people asking to get, oh, can you guys put me on? Nobody did that here, bro. We all got it for ourselves. I didn't fucking ask him to put me on for Tokyo. I just went and did that shit myself. Found all my resources I needed there, and I went and did it. I mean, shout out Ryan. Ryan definitely put me on with a bunch of connects, but I went there and I communicated with them myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just try to put myself on as much. Before I started working with Jedzilla, I would film my own videos with my iPhone and then edit it on iMovie, and I would just drop them. Kind of like how I don't know what MCJ uses, but he's really self-sufficient too and independent and is able to just drop like every week, by his own means. Let me respond to these questions here. I don't think so because when I used to do those Quattro Copa shows with Quake Jones, we let other people in who were underage if they were like performing, and the owner told me that this year they're really cracking down on that. So they'll probably be checking at the door unless they're doing a wristband system. Oh, sorry, my allergies are killing me. If they're doing a wristband system, maybe you can get in, but I don't think you'll be able to.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
You got a
You
fake
allergic to
ID?
pollen?
Huh?
You allergic to pollen?
Yeah.
You should take I take
Zyrtec.
Shazandra. No, Shazandra's really good. It's a herbal supplement. That shit like after
Claritin.
What?
Claritin DX.
I
take
took
Shazandra.
I took a
bro.
Claritin this morning. It's
Cialis.
wearing off.
You just take some Cialis.
By the way,
Yo,
sorry,
you still
my
got-
apologies for the bear thing being up for too long. My daughter saw a a spider in her toy box and she needed it taken care of real quick.
That's fair. I would have done
Oh
the
yeah,
same thing.
it's gone now. There
I'll
was
get
a
a
spider.
tattoo so they think that. Yeah, bro. Like, grow out a beard and like put a mustache on and like a cap with a fake wig underneath. And be like, "Hello, sir. I'm here for the festivities," and then they'll definitely let you in. Is that misleading? Okay.
Did you get my email by the way? Yeah, I'm sure you did.
I don't know. Did I? Did I? Did
Check
I?
my
Did I?
message.
Did I? Did I
Check my
do?
message.
when did you live in Rochester?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2011, 2012, and 2014.
How is Rochester different now in 2023 compared to where it was?
Well,
then?
there's 50,000 more people than there used to be. Because when I was in high school, it was 77,000. And then around the time I lived here as an adult, it was like pushing 100,000, and now it's like what 120.
Yep.
It's more boring though as far as like since COVID. That's unfortunate because when I first lived here, I'd go out every weekend, and it was like being in New York. There's just people everywhere. Like you walk down, and there's like crowds of people you on a Friday night because there'd be like 7-8 bars within 3 blocks open. That's really all I can notice. I mean, I don't spend too much time here unless I'm performing. But it's gotten bigger but more boring, which is an oxymoron.
Come
You would
on,
think it'd be
Kim.
the other way around.
Open up the club.
Open the clubs, Kim. Open the clubs, Kim. Hashtag Roch Red Light. We're gonna make it happen. Weed's legal now. Okay. Next
We
up is
want
prostitution.
titties.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's legal. August 1st, it'll be legal in the state of Minnesota.
No, wait. I'm
Oh.
not even gonna.
The weed, you want
I
titties?
said next up is prostitution.
It's legal in Las Vegas.
My dad would like that.
Prostitution?
Yeah, they got brothels. Like, you've never been to Vegas, right?
Mm-mm.
They got like buses where you can call a phone number.
Let's go.
Yeah,
for
and
a
then
woman.
as you're getting a ride, you're getting.
A
Yo,
ride.
real quick, shout out to that first podcast I was on where Dan was giving me like fucking those chips from where the fuck were they?
Fairway.
Yeah, no. But so many people came up to me and they're like, bro, like I was watching the podcast and they're like, I just saw you over there munching, bro.
Oh, that was Zay3. Hey, Zay3 is gonna come on the podcast. I believe that's our June
Let's hope.
31st or 24th date. He sounds pretty solid. Like, I think he'll come through. When's
Rock
the
on.
next show at the Garden? Here's the thing. I don't know. There's a couple things.
We've been doing a lot to get other shows from like Grand Forks and Wichita and Chicago.
Yeah. So, like, our core group of artists is going on tour. We've been busy booking that. But, like, things like I just mentioned, like the open mic, I'm starting to look at those scenarios to see, like, where it's reasonable for us to put on another show in Rochester, whatever that may look like, while we're on tour or before we go on tour. So, yeah.
I told Frank that he needs to do a show in Minnesota, and he knows that because there's a lot of people that are like, come to Minnesota, Wisconsin, blah, 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 blah."
Yeah.
So I told him Skyway, and he's going to need more people, and from what I'm understanding, I'm going to be the one doing the sound and shit. for
Shout
it.
out Lit Frank.
Yeah,
When's
so
the date for that?
no idea. He is currently doing his little like testing the waters. He just did a show this previous weekend on Saturday he opened up for Skits Craven. He's doing a tour, like a mini tour with Ernie Wayne. Kind of what we're doing. It was like out of the blue, like, oh, we got shows here, 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 and here.
Mini
But
tour.
he's got a little bit more, money than we do, more pull. So he can be like, I'm gonna take a flight, and he can do that.
You know what I've said?
We can't really do that right now.
I've said we just start pulling lottery tickets every day, and hopefully we get enough money to fund a whole.
We are going to be putting more money into than what
Bro,
we're going to be
lottery
getting
tickets are like a horrible investment.
I know.
out. If anything, we need to just find somebody that has a gambling addiction and just like feed them and be like, just letting you know, whatever you get, you only get 30%.
I buy a ticket like
Damn,
maybe
that's rough.
every week, maybe.
The rest goes into the no, because we're going to be funding him.
What?
Yeah,
Isn't that a loss for us?
it could. Well,
we might as well just.
I'm
do it
not
ourselves
saying
at that
fucking
point.
pour your
Sure.
paychecks into this, dude. I'm saying like we could pull together and give him like a couple $100
Bro,
bucks.
I've been
every
buying
month.
the platinum cards, and I'm up actually. I've bought in the last year. I've bought 11 of them, so it's $110. But I've made 185. So I'm up
Okay,
$75.
well, when I see more than just you are successful,
Whoa.
because I literally witnessed Lundy pull ass at Waterwave.
Oh, for Pokemon?
Yeah,
Nah, bro, but
They have
recently.
Pokemon cards.
My
with
dollar
Water
too.
Wave? That's
Yeah.
funny.
Nah, I beat.
it's not Waterwave's fault, but it's just
No,
That
it's
was-
Waterworks.
You gotta
fault, man.
weigh the pack.
No, dead
They
ass.
knew what was
Yo,
inside that
would you
pack.
pull Pokemon cards?
Yeah,
Out of Crown Zenith, I just pulled the Chase card.
sick.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, dude, I got.
He asked, does he pull Pokemon? Do you know who this guy is? You know what chain he's got?
he has 2 freestyles
Bro.
that are named after
Nah, I be
Pokemon.
keeping you playing Pokemon Go, and you never hit me up, bro. We could go play Pokemon Go together.
Dude, I was playing like 2 minutes ago. Like I was
I'm waiting
trying to
for the
battle
day that I
something.
could kick his ass in Pokemon Puzzle.
I've never played that. We should play Token. You ever played that?
I played. No, I know. what you're
Pokken
talking
tournament. Yeah, Pokken tournament. It's like Smash Brothers, but only Pokemon.
I think I've heard that.
Yeah.
I know there's a new one on the Switch that's like the same thing. Sorry. We're not talking about nerd shit anymore, Blake. Sorry. Fucking nerds. Look at these anime loving.
I don't
dweebs.
know if it's. Yeah, I mean.
It's for nerds, guys.
It
Like,
is.
another piece of-
Yeah, our upcoming schedule, June 21st, is going to be Zay3. So next week, Zay3 is going to be on. June 28th, we got Tim Naylor coming on. Talk about shit going on in the community. That man is plugged in. So that should be a good episode, too. And then July schedule, I will not tell you yet. You don't
Oh,
deserve that.
Yeah. I don't know.
So yeah, man. It is 8:13 p.m. Submit your music. Send it in the description at the Stream Elements link. https://stream elements link. Click that. Send in your music. We need to hear it. We need to know you're still alive. Hit the like button. Leave a comment with your favorite Power Ranger. And subscribe and hit the bell. Lastly, follow the Instagram. We're at 1,011. Last time I checked, 1,011 people part of our community. Just hit 1,000 this week. Cheers to that. We got a lot of shows coming up here in the Rutch. June 16th, we are at Quattro Copas Bar for the Glow in the Dark party. Oh, fuck, bro. I almost lost a tooth. That was scary.
Ooh.
Trying to mic in my mouth. That was weird. July 8th, King Lundy's downtown at Tree Dome. June 27th is the start of the Jaden Williams King Ace 507 Pacino tour at LC's venue. So check into that as well.
You're
And our tour will be dropping next Wednesday. So be ready for that as well.
We moving.
We're moving, man. Things are happening.
it's tour season, baby.
Things are moving, man. Things are moving. You still waiting to do a Wichita show, bro?
Which is
So I just found.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
basically, I've talked to the venue. They're down, but there's no liquor license, which a show is always better when people are allowed to drink because it keeps people interested. So we would have to find a caterer. There's a catering place I've been looking at, but there's like a minimum, meaning they have to sell at least $200 worth of. So I might find one without a minimum because I don't know what kind of audience.
Looks
we
like
have.
we're getting fucked up, boys.
Yeah, otherwise. But yes,
getting
that's
Wichita
still something
wasted.
that I've been working on. It'll probably be the last thing we do for the tour
No,
in the fall. Just keep it going throughout the winter.
No, because I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling around like in the fall, and you guys will be too, obviously. But like I got a couple of like trips I just have just to see family, and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to book some stuff. So that's like in all corners of the U.S. Like we're talking New York, Arizona, California. So a lot is going to be happening. Next year is going to be insane.
Oh yeah, deadass. This is
Absurd.
literally just the
This
stepping
is
stone.
this is like this year is absurd, but next year, my goodness, bro.
We're gonna be murdering shit, bro.
Bro, we're gonna be like eating people,
Yeah.
like cannibalism.
That's a little too hard. Whoa, whoa! Can we
You weren't there
please,
for
bro?
that.
When we
Last
get a
week,
soundboard.
we introduced the whoa. He said something controversial, and we just go
Whoa!
Okay. Yeah, it's better
Bro.
in the moment.
I
You'll
like
catch on.
it. No,
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when
I'll
we get
jump
the
on it next
soundboard,
time.
bro, please put that on the soundboard. You're just gonna
Yeah.
need that, like, whenever somebody says some shit, just whoa,
In
whoa.
the next music video, I'll wear my bear onesie. Yes, bro. Yes, I want all the freaks.
Can we
I
get,
might
like,
not
a
be able to
onesie?
'cause of
Jesus.
work.
Can we get like
Yeah.
a show like full of furries? Is that possible?
It's possible.
Do you think we can do that?
Yeah.
Like just be like only furries allowed.
That'll be the day that
Just
I'm not
furries?
there.
Yeah, just furries, bro. You know how crazy that shit would be, bro? Just
No.
like you just being like,
Sorry, Lundy has a speech impediment. He meant cringy.
all right, you know, Cole,
you know
no,
what he's thinking though. He's thinking about like the audience it would bring in.
yeah,
Like
You want to bring a
physically, at
bunch of
first-
fucking furries into our scene?
Listen,
bro,
listen.
that'd be
just-
crazy.
It's for the internet, bro.
That, bro,
Fair.
imagine you can see Blake on stage just going from the cities. Must be, and you can see a bunch of furries just going, whoa.
Wait, tell me you didn't get that from furries.
Something we need to talk about. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude's got the whole fucking 2-piece set hanging in his closet.
Hell no, bro.
Hey Dylan, I didn't think you were furry.
Dylan is a furry.
I ain't a furry though. I just brought it in. No, we know.
Dylan, you gotta wear the bear onesie,
He's like,
bro.
please.
There's a difference between being a goofball and wearing a funny onesie and having a fucking full-on $6,000 fursuit.
Borderline bestiality fetish.
I know we're not gonna talk about it too much, but there was a lot of like pedophilia.
Associated with furries.
Yeah,
Blake,
They're turned up a certain way, clearly.
we should go to FurryCon.
no.
Me and you, we should go
No.
to FurryCon and just interview the.
We're pushing it with a whole video of furries. We need to settle with Dylan doing the onesie. That'll be cool.
Oh, he didn't say a video, he said a show.
Oh, next show. Oh, either way.
Yeah, a furry show.
No,
We just
hell
gotta,
no.
bro. We still gotta go to that ghost place, bro.
Bro said he's anti. What goes
In the cities. We already agreed on it. We shook on it,
Dressed up as a furry.
Yeah, but I'll go.
bro. We did shake on it. If we run it back, if you guys could run it back to one of the last podcasts, we did shake on it. That is
Dylan,
facts.
if it's you wearing the onesie with your cock out, I'm gonna be very upset.
Whoa!
Bro, he's 16.
I am at heart. I am.
Whoa!
Why is that a whoa?
Bro. Whoa, bro. That's
Anyway.
whoa.
He said he was gonna send us a picture of him wearing it.
Whoa!
See, this is what
That's
happens when
crazy.
Lundy doesn't read chat.
Bro, no, bro. Just like the back and forth statements. It's just, whoa.
You're just
bro.
lobbing it up.
That's another good, bro. Whoa. Pause. You guys is day going.
We need to
You
get
got a
that.
Modelo? Where'd you get a Modelo?
I've been dealing them out the whole time, and I asked you if you wanted one, and you said no.
What?
Yes.
Bro,
They're
this
kinda-
keeps happening.
They're
People-
kind of warm now.
I'm not remembering things. When did you ask me that?
Before you whipped out the chicken, you were like, "Nah, chicken."
I was not paying attention. I apologize.
Would you like
I
one?
don't.
Jesus.
I've had to sit over here a little bit.
You're kind of warm now. Wait, hold on. Take that back.
Punch this Graham nigga in the back of his head. I've been watching so many like videos about like. You guys know who Brandon Buckingham is? He's like super good friends with like Zilla Kami. Be watching hella videos with him, bro. That shit is funny as fuck.
Hold that.
I'll boot that.
I'm at peace.
You were saying that a
You know
lot
what?
yesterday.
Amid all the drama, man, let's just shut it down. Dark Gems is over.
Dark Gems is now
That's over.
canceled. All right, guys, we
That's
wrapped it up. We did what we
That's
wanted
the
to
end
do.
of Dark Gems, everybody. Thank you.
All right.
Not
Guys, you did a
again.
good job.
Do you
Yep.
think
Not again,
Dark
damn it.
Gems, or as a as a brand, or Blake Shepard as a brand, is more recognizable in rock? What do you think?
I'm gonna say from personal experience, Blake is more recognized.
Oh, God. Really?
Yeah, no, I've
Because
talked
people
to
fucking hate me.
No, not
Like,
like
it's too experimental. He sounds like 100 gex, but ass.
I'll like ask people, I'll be like, do you guys know who Blake is? And I'll be like, yeah, and I'll be like, oh, like, are you guys following Dark Gems? They're like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like,
Oh,
I mean, like, what would you rather be more popular? You or
Oh, me, but for sure. That's how it has to be, really. That's the only way it makes.
Hold on. I keep getting phone calls.
Bro's just a popular guy.
He needs to just start answering them on the podcast.
Yeah.
You but a bitch. Trying to get this. Anyway.
Do his best, Rick Sanchez. Hey guys, send in your music. It's 8:22 p.m. We got the stream elements linked on there. How many submissions we got?
Dos aquí.
Oh, we got 2. I would like for us to have 6, at least. So send in your music, man. I honestly do want to hear it because, like, if it gets to be like 9 p.m. and we're like,
Touching tips.
no,
Alright, guys.
stop.
My number one fan just called me and they want to say hi.
Who is this?
Hi, I love Luke.
Damn.
what?
Who was that? That's somebody I know, bro.
Something you didn't know?
No, someone I do know, but like I don't know. Who is it? Shout out Abby.
Oh, you didn't have to. Now you just gave her free clout.
Roasted.
All the Abbeys in the world just got free
Yo,
clout, bro.
biggest fan just called. Hang up.
That was
I
great.
love Luke.
What's the open mic? An open mic? Wait, I don't know if you mean what is an open mic or when.
Probably when.
Hasn't been.
There
scheduled
isn't one
yet.
scheduled yet, but like I'm asking for interest. Who would be interested
Or-
in an open
Or
mic?
or are they saying what's the open mic? Like we have you.
You pay
Sing an open
$70 to
mic.
do half a song.
Not $70. You pay an
$7.
entrance fee basically, and then
Just
you
kidding.
walk up to the DJ, you give him your music, and then you perform whenever you're listed on the list. And that's it.
Taco
that's it.
Tuesday.
Yeah. They don't know what that is. I don't think you know.
No one knows
Nobody
what that
knows
is.
what that is.
Only we know what that is because
Taco
it turned
Tuesday.
into a shit show.
Well, you know they restarted it.
No, they didn't.
What
did
is
they?
it now? What is it?
It's Taco Tuesday again, but it's at Underground.
They need to fucking change the goddamn name. I don't like
Why?
Tuesday.
The brand is.
It's on a Tuesday. Just
Bro,
call it Taco
it's
Tuesday. Just call
Mad
the
Tuesday
event
is
that
Taco
you
clever.
Tuesday.
Didn't realize.
Tuesday is clever, I
No,
like
because
it.
then that makes me
The
feel
longest
stupid.
time.
Okay,
I won't even
admittedly,
lie.
that makes me feel
I won't
stupid.
even lie. I thought it was Tuesday too. I didn't know it was Tuesday. I thought it was Tuesday.
Yeah, see, I'm not the only one that
Yeah.
isn't apparently a dumbass.
Yeah, but Taco Tuesday could mean anything. Taco Tuesday is how you know it's like the music. Because Taco Tuesday is like a lot of restaurants. So I think I like Tuesday. Didn't know it was at Underground Cafe now.
Bro, I feel like they had different tacos every time I went to Taco
They
Tuesday.
did. Yeah, I think they switched it up.
You guys ever had the tacos from the tap house?
No, I haven't.
They're
Are
pretty
they good?
They're trash, bro. I'm just kidding. I've never had.
What you want to do right now, Dave? No, I'm just kidding. Oh shit.
But yeah, dude, like the first time I went to Taco Tuesday, I didn't even cash in my tickets. And then the second time I went to Taco Tuesday, I didn't even cash in my tickets. Then the third time, the second time, I still got a taco because somebody else gave it to me. Then the third time I went to Taco Tuesday, I had 3 tickets on me, so I cashed them all in, and I got 3 plates of tacos, and I ate all of them. Hungry.
Wait, so you saved your tickets from the other weeks?
Yeah. Criminal.
Kinda
Come get me. Come get me.
Sometimes they
Come
were
pick me
pretty
up.
good. Sometimes they were mid.
Some of them, sometimes they were like Caucasian tacos. They were just kind of like a tortilla with something thrown on there. There wasn't any old.
I'll show you soul. I make some good tacos.
Oh!
Whoa! I'm telling you, bro. When we get the soundboard, bro, that's just gonna be funny as fuck.
Just every other word. Oh.
Whoa!
Dylan's trying to go to Taco Jet.
Who's trying to? go
Didn't
Taco
you have
Jet?
some thoughts on
Dylan's
that
trying to-
place that you told me about?
Okay, I don't want to say that public. I like Taco Jet, and they
Okay.
keep it on the community.
I like the shrimp ones.
There was one time I went there. I just wasn't feeling it, to be honest with you.
Was that the
the other
first time or
time-
the second time?
Second time. Because I ordered something different that I don't usually order. But the
Yeah.
first time I went there was good. So I think I just need to stick to my guns, to be honest.
Everywhere I go, I have like the one thing I get.
Chicken tacos.
At that place, I get the shrimp one.
No, let's talk about it. The best beef.
Going to taco?
I'm a steak guy.
I usually get steak or shrimp.
I think it depends on what type of steak. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Whoa! You know
On
what I'm
tacos,
saying?
it needs to be cut thin. Thin cut
Ooh,
steak.
no, pork on a taco? That should be
Yeah,
going crazy.
In the form of
Yeah,
carnitas, yeah.
Bro. Carnitas might be the best.
Yeah. Like that's that's the go-to, bro. Like if you go to a taco place and like you don't know like what the fuck, nah, bro, go with the pork, bro. You'll be chilling.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to mess up pork carnitas, bro. Like, I feel like the steak, sometimes people overcook it and you got like dog kibbles
Yeah,
on your tacos.
it's just hella
and it's
chewy.
like,
Been there for like 5 minutes.
yeah, it's just dry. You're just chewing for like an eternity. So yeah. Yeah, but carnitas is safe, chicken is safe. Shrimp, fish is kind of iffy for me, bro, cuz like well, I guess they cook the shrimp so it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like speaking of sushi, you like sushi?
Mm-hmm.
Like sushi. Some chicken
We gotta go get sashimi, bro. Like, bro, shrimp sashimi. Yeah.
You ever had smoked salmon sashimi?
I've had some weird shit, bro. Like I tell us like one of like the weirdest type of sushi I've had when I was in Japan, bro. I had crab brain. That shit was crazy. Actually, really good though.
Crab brain?
Crab brain.
Brain?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. It's like a mush. It's
I
like
forgot
a brown-
Crabs have a brain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa! Let's talk about it. Come on, let's get into
everything
it.
must have some sort of brain.
But
Move.
it's like it's literally like
Or
a
nervous
How are
brown.
they gonna give that brain?
Whoa!
Back to the
Whoa!
bestiality. thing,
Crabs, yeah. Well, not to me. Okay.
You got
I'm
crabs?
good on that crab brain.
You got crabs?
No.
Whoa!
Oh, that was good. That was good. That was good. That was good. I like that.
Oh.
I like that.
No, but crab brain is actually pretty good.
I'd try it. I'd try everything once.
It's like wrapped, like the way they serve it is wrapped in seaweed, and sometimes they serve it with like calamari.
Bro, how many brains?
I think a good like one, like and then it's like the way they prepare it. Like I don't know how their brain is, but it's like literally just mush.
Yeah,
It's like
like
a
most
paste.
brains.
whoa,
Whoa!
No, but that shit is good as fuck, bro. When I try it again and I knew it was brain, I'd probably be a little scared. It was pretty good though. I won't even lie to you. Only thing I didn't really try in Japan, I didn't have shark fin soup, and I was kind of mad about that because Japan is like the only place that's allowed to serve, like no other country, because I think a lot of sharks are like endangered.
yeah.
You can't have like actual like shark, but in Japan, they still
Bald
serve-
eagle. I'm just kidding.
Confirmed. Dabo eats bald eagle. The FBI watching this right now. They're gonna be at your doorstep tomorrow.
Bro, that's true. You can't kill a bald eagle.
How do you eat the bald eagle if you don't kill
Cook it.
You don't kill it. You just find a dead one already.
Is a vulture.
it? Whoa! President Biden, come get him.
Dabo didn't drive here. He flew here. And then
On the
when he
bald
found the
eagle.
house, he just circled it for 20 minutes. And then he's like, all right, it's time.
Dabo is a bald eagle. That's a fucking
Yeah.
vulture, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, a vulture.
I'd eat shark though. I'd try it.
Yeah, I was mad I didn't try. I was really scared because I hear mixed opinions about it. Some people say it tastes like.
You know what's a wild card? Squid.
Ooh,
Calamari?
yeah, calamari.
I had squid at a Mexican restaurant in Albuquerque, and I didn't know it was gonna be in there because I just
Mhm.
ordered a taco salad, but it was a seafood centric Mexican restaurant, so I kind of should know that. And I was like digging around there, and like I see this thing with like circles on it. I'm like, oh,
Do you
what
have
the
it
hell
raw
are they
or
cooking this steak on?
raw or fried?
Wasn't raw or fried. I don't. Maybe it was boiled or something.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. So I was just eating and I was like, this texture is not disgusting.
Yeah.
And after that, like I went back to eating sushi and stuff like that because I thought I didn't like sushi, but it turns out I like sushi. I love sushi. I had eel for the first time too.
Inagi.
Eel is good, bro. Called inagi.
Mhm.
Yeah, eel is good. Try you some eel when you
Oh,
get the
wait.
chance.
I fucked that up. Don't judge me. Unagi.
I'm judging you because you were in Japan for
Unagi.
6. Unagi.
A couple of my friends, I don't even know if you know them, but they refer to you as Tokyo. They're just like, "Where's
Yeah.
Tokyo? Is he performing?"
Yeah, no, I get that a lot. I used to get Lil Tokyo, Lil Japan.
Isn't there a rapper already called Lil Tokyo?
And this brings me to exactly why my name is White Boy. Because it's easy. And it's direct.
You know what's crazy?
I don't always, get that when I see you.
So low key, those friends, I'm not sure if they like you though, and I don't know if they're
Racism.
joking. I don't know that, but I don't know if they're joking or if they're serious because I
Or
don't
they're
think
just jealous that he went to Japan and they can't afford to ever go to
No,
Japan.
no. It was because at the Kush Cloud show, he started the "fuck Dabo" chant, but they didn't get that I was kind of in on the joke. It was
Yeah.
we were doing that to each other the whole night. Like everyone was saying it, and so I explained that. I'm like, no, he's just kidding around. He's like, nah, man, he's got to go. And I think they're kidding, but I just thought of that like yesterday. I was like, oh, I should tell him about that.
If they hate me, bro,
They've been hunting you down the entire time. They were the ones in the woods last night.
we found him.
But obviously, but they knew you enough to remember you. So I mean, you left some impression.
They're going to be the ones in the crowd that are going to be like, fuck Lundy. And be like, you're not in the joke. Shut up. You're not part of this.
How
Get
could
out
you
of
hate
here.
me, bro? I feel like I'm a very lovable guy.
Like I said, I don't know if they're serious or just messing with me.
Actually, no, I could see how people could. I'm the backrooms guy.
I don't know
Hate
how
it or
people
love
can
it.
dislike you.
My wife didn't know you were black for some.
Really?
Yeah, cause like I showed her the video of like where you're getting. No, he can't speak. And they're like, and she's like,
Bro.
wait, King Lundy's black? And I was like, yeah, I didn't know. And she's like, no, because you're always wearing a mask.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know.
The
People might
mask
just
is
think you
paying
have.
off.
They
The
just might
mask
think
is
you have
paying
long
off.
hair or something.
Bro. The
Bro,
mask is
put on a
paying
mask and white privilege.
no, but that's funny as King Lundy's not black? Question mark.
Start that.
I don't know.
Man, honestly, fuck tacos. Let's all get sushi.
Oof.
Yeah, bro. I'm down. I'm down too. When we finish, actually, what we should do when we announce the tour, day after we should.
You guys see
Um,
what Kanye was doing?
What was
birthday?
Yeah, he had sushi on a bunch of models and stuff like that, and people were like,
Naked woman.
his daughter is there. You think that's the weirdest thing Kanye's done in front of his daughter?
To be honest, you guys know that's an actual like Japanese like thing. Like they do that in Japan.
Oh, they
Like,
have
yeah,
naked
for-
women out
yeah.
and shit.
It's a Japanese tradition. They serve sashimi off of naked.
Oh,
You do it? Rich people shit.
There's a lot of
so
weird shit.
what places in town are good for sushi?
Ichi Tokyo.
Soapland. You know what Soapland is?
You'll have to show 'em.
Don't Google that shit.
You're gonna fucking think this is weird, but Sam's Club's got some really good sushi.
I don't believe you.
Dude, it really does.
You're still questioning what I said?
No, I was thinking about this.
Oh, the soul plan thing? Or no?
You had Ichi Tokyo.
No.
What's the other sushi you've had in town here?
Sam's Club.
Just Sam's Club?
You've only had Sam's Club sushi.
His eyes haven't been open. That just means you really like sushi.
Jimpachi, but
I've had Hy-Vee.
Bro,
Is that real sushi though?
no. Bro, it comes from Kumo, bro, but like to be honest, bro, Hy-Vee sushi is dog, bro. Kumo sushi is not good.
Okay.
A lot of people
Take
try to
your
tell
word
me
for
they're
it.
like Kumo sushi.
I like those
good."
little rice things.
Ichi's
though.
better than Kumo, bro. I've had both. I've had all you can eat at both, and I just think that Ichi's like roll selection is better. I
Fresh
had this
food.
one roll at Ichi Tokyo called the Royal Roll, and it was just massive pause. Like,
Whoa, whoa.
oh yeah,
Get
yeah. It
into
was
it.
like, bro, it was like a lobster roll with cream cheese, like cucumber, avocado, and then it was wrapped obviously, and then on top they put a ton of crab sauce on top too. It was so heavy.
Yeah,
It's
that would
crazy.
kind of defeat the purpose for me because I like to think of sushi as something kind of light.
No,
And
no, no, no,
refreshing.
no. With the all you can eat, you just have to stuff yourself.
You just go
Like,
for it.
it's disgusting.
You should look into like
Spicy
certain,
crab is good.
when you go to like a good sushi place that has the sushi train,
yeah,
they don't normally have like full rolls of sushi. It's like one or
different-
two
yeah.
little chunks.
Bro, that's what we gotta go in the cities.
And you just pick
sushi
plates.
place with the train. Those are so nice, bro. Like I was in Japan, bro. First time I ever went to one. Coming down the conveyor belt, like you can order what you want, and it'll, or you can just pick up.
You pay to be there,
Well, you pay by the plate.
Yeah, you
in
pay by
Japan.
the plate, but
so you pay for each plate you take.
Mhm.
yeah, and they're marked. It's usually like $1 a plate, and it's got like 4 or 5 rolls, and there's some dumplings and some little treats and this and that. It's really
Yeah.
cool.
Pretty good.
The real good places that are in Japan, they have like a. If you dispense like 10 plates or whatever, you get a like a toy, like a little trinket
The,
at the place. It's really cool.
What are the little toys called? The things in the balls. Something Chan. Can't remember.
Well, maybe you should.
Maybe you should know.
I should know.
Look at Blake Shepard for.
Or just stare at me. Checking our stats to make sure. I've here.
We've been
Yeah.
off the air for like 2 hours. No, that's
Yeah.
the whole thing.
We
That's like
haven't
the
been
whole.
live didn't
streaming
even
at all.
start.
Yeah.
There was no live stream at all.
Well, obviously people have been.
Nah, bro, that's actually a
Is it?
messenger.
Has it been this much?
Yeah.
This is a lot
Yeah,
compared to the first week that I was with you guys.
What are they all saying?
Yeah, a
there?
lot. We had a couple streams here where like the entire podcast was just absolute mayhem, and like this is close to being one podcast, so that kind of makes sense. We opened the show with flaming some silly gooses here in town, at the very least. Yeah, some goofy goobers. That's something he would say though. Kind of made me reflect. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Been a long time coming.
Well, who should we talk about next?
You.
Talk about Dabo. Talk about, bro. Can somebody tell me, like,
Oh wait. Let me send the chat. Hold on. Sorry, I just saw this.
go ahead.
Dylan said, "Have y'all been to First Meeting?"
I don't know what that is.
Bro, First Meeting, Chinese restaurant. Best Chinese place here, bro. So fucking good. Like they be like, you can like actually like order like actually like noodle soup and stuff. I don't know how this.
So it's are you saying it's authentic Chinese food
Yeah.
as opposed to Americanized Chinese
Yeah.
food that Chinese people serve?
Yeah, it's like authentic. It's so good.
That's cool.
It's really. We gotta go there.
Yeah. we got-
Yeah, that's a good observation because like a lot of times when people say, "Oh, this is just Americanized," it's still Chinese people selling it. So is that what do they eat something different at home? Or do you
I
think?
think-
and they're
Yes,
like, oh, these-
absolutely.
and they're
Yeah.
serving us like, oh, these suckers have no idea what they're missing.
Yeah.
So when I first moved to this town, shortly after I did, they opened up a Chinese restaurant, and the kid that his family opened it up, and there was a kid there. And I was like, oh, cool.
Child labor. Yeah.
We ended up. Well, he didn't work there, but he would end up being there all the time because
He's on his lunch.
we were pretty young, and you can't have be at home alone at that age. So take him with. I'd let him ride my skateboard and shit, and yeah, they definitely do different stuff at home. That's way fucking better. Way better.
These dudes don't even know.
I think they're basically serving people fast food, like fast food check.
It's
I think
weird
that's
that
the
you
way
would
to think
eat
about
better food at home than what you serve to make money.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
What
no,
do you
'cause
think
it's
the
cheap- probably
McDonald's
cheaper.
CEO eats at home?
Bro, eat steak
They
with
asked
that
him, they're
golden
like,
wrapping on
hey,
it.
there's an article on this too. The McDonald's CEO, because they just got a new CEO like 4 or 5 years ago, and they asked him, they're like, well, how much do you eat McDonald's and stuff like that, right? Because this is his restaurant that he's on the board for. And he said, oh, yeah, I eat it, every day or something like that. I'm like, really? They're like, what do you eat? He's like, oh, I get like a fish fillet and a salad. And you're thinking, I guess that's kind of healthy, right? Right? I guess so, right? This dude is in like great shape. And it turns out like he's a marathon runner and shit like that. And he runs like 30 miles a week. So like it doesn't even matter if you eat McDonald's every day. But still, like,
You know, bro, don't eat that.
but still,
So he does
eats-
eat it. So you contradicted it. Because you like,
does he really though?
I,
Bro,
Because he
there's
eats
no
the
way he
fish
eats that.
fillet and a salad every day. I
Bro,
don't know.
Apparently, the salad is like one of the worst things you can order from McDonald's. Like the amount of sugar that they put in that.
oh, I'm
is
sure.
crazy.
Yeah. So it's I didn't frame that correctly, right? So first of all, if he does eat McDonald's every day, I also find it funny that he happens to run way more than the average person. So it's almost like, oh yeah, you can eat all this food, you'll just have to run more than the average person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
So, yeah. And then the other point I was trying to make is like that's kind of like a tongue-in-cheek comment to make, because it's like we all know McDonald's is unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's irony in itself that McDonald's like goes out there and they're like, oh, have all this food and whatever, and the CEO won't admit like, oh yeah, this shit is fucking horrible for you. You know what I'm saying? They'll basically be like, well, we have the calories, public information, and all that. You know what I'm saying? But they won't straight up say like, oh yeah, our food is garbage. Obviously,
And they could double down on it, and people would still go there.
they would, because it's so intertwined in our culture now.
In McDonald's, I almost think they should go back to formula. Like back in the day, it was like just the easy food to get quick, and they had the dollar menu, and you knew it wasn't healthy. And now it's like a lot of fast food places are trying to market themselves as being healthier,
Well, there's
And-
inflation on
and-
shit. That's why it's expensive
and
now.
it's expensive. And so it's like if I wanted something gourmet and healthy, I wouldn't go to McDonald's. Like I go to McDonald's to get some cheap, quick shit. Don't take that from me.
Yeah. Don't take it from Dave.
Do you remember the like meal wraps they had in like 2011?
Talking about like the chicken wraps.
Yeah.
Bro, me
It's
and
like a
Frank,
wrap like this big. It came in a plastic container,
I don't
and you
remember that.
unzipped it.
there was two different things. Don't get it confused. This was not the snack wrap
No,
that he's
no,
talking
you-
about.
Exactly.
This is the big ass
I
like
have no idea.
they
what
have a
this
whole
is.
chicken wrap and this shit like he was talking about.
It's
Yeah,
a
it came in a
banger,
box.
bro.
You ripped the shit in the middle and you took it off and it was like in its own little box. That No,
It's
this
like
shit was good.
A chicken Caesar like dinner wrap or something. I forget what they called it, but it was not the snack wrap. Snack wrap was a snack wrap. It was
Yeah,
like, you
this
gotta
was
get,
when
like,
McDonald's
7
was
of those.
cool and they had like cool shit.
Talking about this thing.
Yes. Oh, that's a damn.
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Also, do you remember? You could look this up too. The McDonald's third pounder,
What? I don't
Yeah.
remember that.
like 1/3.
Why is that
I
necessary?
think I
Dude.
do remember that actually.
Yeah, look that up
It's
real
that
quick,
much.
dude. It was like it's bigger. It was bigger than the quarter pounder, and it was like seasoned differently. It had a special bun. They had promotions for it for a long time.
Why didn't they just do a half pounder?
They have that double quarter pounder, my guy.
Oh yeah. Well, that's okay. That's just too much. Can you imagine being the guy that's like, yeah, man.
But
I'm still
little
hungry,
did
but I
people
don't want
know
double."
this was the first time they did like a fresh beef patty too with it, and they were like, "Oh, this is a specific burger for it, and it comes with mayo, tomato." This was the first time they had the crinkle, thick ass pickles. I don't know if you've had the chicken sandwich from.
Were they
McDonald's
trying
recently.
to duplicate the Whopper?
Yes, that's exactly what it was. Yeah,
Because I know the Whopper is like one big patty instead.
yeah. So that was
I
their
like the
big thing. They
Whopper,
wanted
actually.
something fucking
Whoppers, I
big,
actually prefer the Whopper over the Big Mac.
Same.
fat.
Same.
I don't know.
No, Sam.
It depends. I like that. I like,
'Cause
even though it's just Thousand Island and pickle relish. I really like
the
that.
flavor palette is different.
Yeah.
Like the McDonald's burgers are all based off of they like the vinegar taste, so it's pickles. They got onions on there. They got mustard and they got ketchup. And the Burger King burger, it's flame broiled, and they go with more of a like conventional American palate, so they put mayo on it.
Yeah. Well, I
So-
mean, Big Mac is kind of, it's like a creamy base. I mean, the Thousand Island is. But either way, I remember when they also did, like, they had 3 different versions of the Big Mac. They had the Mini Mac, which is basically just like, you know, the
I remember
cheeseburger
that.
version of that. And then they had the, like, Big Mac XL. And they took the fucking quarter pounder beef patties and made a Big Mac out of that shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was gross.
And then Burger King tried to copy that too with the Big King for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I just don't, if I wanted that thing, I'd go to the other store.
I like that little rivalry, rivalry that they have. God, I can't talk.
What is it? Why eat with a clown when you can dine with a king? I always thought that was clever. You
No.
remember when Wendy's was like dissing everyone?
Yeah.
They still
With, like,
are.
They had like a rap.
Dude, they still are
No,
on
well-
Twitter. They are on Twitter. If you go on their Twitter, like, they're always talking shit about everybody. All the time.
Wendy's on dirt.
Yeah. And
Y'all
people are
ever
like-
watch the McDonald's documentary where the guy is McDonald's for a whole half month.
Oh, yeah, Super
Yeah.
Size Me.
Early 2000s where you could just eat a boatload of food.
He did it twice. Well, not twice, but he did. So after that one, he ended up doing, like, a whole video about Big Chicken.
Yep, I remember that.
About making, then he tried to make, like, the best chicken sandwich.
With like free range chicken and all that. I forgot why I watched that, but I did.
Yeah, it was because he wanted to do it like free range, and he wanted to expose like how shitty, you know, Big Chicken is. So KFC and Tyson and stuff like that, they have the monopoly on the chicken game. They have all the private farms. They're injecting all their stuff with hormones and stuff, and he's like, I don't want to do that. So he rented out a private little pasture or a chicken coop to raise his own chickens, to make his own chicken restaurant. And apparently, from what I'm been seeing, it's still a successful thing, and he's still opening up chains across the U.S.
What's the chain called?
Good question.
Zaxby.
No, it's gonna be a dumbass name, and we're gonna be like, oh, that makes sense.
I remember learning about a technicality in that film though, because they were talking about in order for something to technically be free range, the chickens just have to have like 3 feet of outdoor. Is
Holy chicken.
that what it is?
Yep, holy chicken.
So what he did is the barn has like one area for like 3 feet that the chickens can go outside into this, and that legally makes it free range.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting video to watch or movie to watch. So it's not he literally pushes the very end boundaries of what it's supposed to be. That's supposed to be, you know, free range chicken, you know, farm fed, whatever the fuck they call it.
They're not technically on a free.
Well, technically, yes, he is. Law.
My interpretation of that is like,
They can just
bro
come-
is just out in the hills. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's on like a big plot where these people they also have ones that are rented out to Tyson that are, you know, locked up, and you can't even bring a camera near their. Yeah.
You can see his competition.
Right. Well, I mean, it's Tyson. Like, you probably don't want to see those. Those chickens are horrible, bro. They have heart attacks and die
But yeah, they're raised just.
See,
because there's so much fat.
I'm not. Oh, Did you know that? And King Lundy could maybe chime in on this, but I didn't know that the Shiba Inus were made just to eat.
Yeah.
They're bred not to be pets, but they were bred to eat. And there's a guy who comes to the dog park in Austin who has one, and you can tell the dog breed is just so calm in nature that it doesn't even act like a dog. It's just like kind of stands there and watches. And it's cute, and I like the dog, but it's just so weird. It doesn't chase the ball, it doesn't run, it doesn't wrestle, it doesn't lick. It just stands there.
I'm pretty sure Buddha had one. It was Buddha's pet. That's why.
Which Buddha?
What do you
Guy
mean?
that owns levels?
No. The fucking deity that all of the Chinese people worship. You know, when you go to the Americanized Chinese restaurant, the dude with the fucking hand up in the air, the
You know, the
fat
fat
belly.
guy. He knows what Buddha
Yeah,
is.
no, I know. He's gaslighting me.
He said
Okay.
the fat guy.
The fat guy. We're fat shaming on this podcast.
Yeah. Big fat baby. You know that baby that just sits like crisscross applesauce with the "It's all good" or / white power sign
And
or
you're
whatever
supposed
it
to
is
give
now?
him a penny.
Is this question at me? How long do the? I don't know. You talking about this hat? I always
the
buy-
hats are from @Conformed Resistance on Instagram if you want to look them up.
I
He's our videographer.
I've never had one
You
shipped to
actually
me.
know that, I think.
We actually work with him, so he just has it on him. So we're like, hey, let me get a hat.
Yeah, he carries them around with him everywhere in his car. But I don't know how long it would take. Maybe probably like a week or two. I don't know. Oh, he ordered one yesterday. Yeah, it shouldn't be too long. Unless Jedzilla is like in the cities for like extended period of
Unless
time.
he's being a fucking nerd.
It's locked. In the...
Bro, I still need to call him. I grabbed his number and I texted him.
He takes a while.
Bro,
He's
he
busy
takes
as hell.
Forever. He
takes
takes
me-
forever with me.
It's like 3 days before he gets back to me.
Unless you're the
I
one
guess
with
he
the
hates you,
vagina that he
bro.
puts his
Like,
dick
I
in,
don't
he ain't
know
answering,
what
bro.
I'm saying.
I
No,
told-
it's.
I told him about the fuck Dabo chant, and now he knows. Shit. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
I just hate
No,
No, bro, but that video
I
that
don't
we
think he
did.
hates
This is
it.
full. It was hilarious.
He
Well,
does.
yeah, no, like the one where it's like my client can't talk, he's not allowed to speak.
Sorry for spamming the chat. No, please keep typing the chat.
It's
Let
funny
it
as
keep it active.
No,
Say shit.
watched that like 100 times. It was longer though. The original
Yeah.
one was longer because I talk about like trying to clean my clothes in the toilet and then walking home naked.
Yeah.
But maybe that makes it unbelievable.
I was just like, I walked
That
up
was a
out of the
great
blue.
moment.
Yeah, that was one of the funnest video shoots I've been at, and it wasn't even my song. I was barely in it. I just stood in the bathroom and he walked by, and I was
Yeah.
acting like I was talking to like.
Yeah, yeah.
You got another chance to be in it on Friday.
Do another take
Yeah.
or what?
Yeah.
You didn't get enough footage.
No.
Why?
You got Michael in the bathroom
Why is
just
this happening?
creeping.
Well, I think we should do a quick little heat break before we come back to do our. We only have 2 submissions, so
Dang it.
yeah, we'll do that, and then we will, yeah, continue talking for a little bit and just kind of let people know what's going on in
What's going on?
YouTube, Dark Gyms, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, LinkedIn, WhatsApp,
I was gonna go.
whatever the fuck we call them. Careful with the beads. I've learned. Yes, I fucked up the eye. But anyway, yes, we are going to take a quick heat break. We will be right back, and then we're going to get into your submissions. So please don't fucking leave us, or I'm going to be really, really upset. I'm going to cry. I'm honestly probably going to cry, and you don't want White Boy crying, because when White Boy cries, everybody cries. Oh, he's calling you fucking by your first full government name.
Who did?
Look at the chat.
Who called me by my first government name?
Sit down and look at the chat.
Lucas, where did you get that hoodie? My name's not Lucas, bro. Don't refer to me as that, Dylan. You refer to me as Lundy or King Lundy. My
Alright.
name's not Lucas, bro. Don't call me that.
All right, we'll catch you in a minute.
Hear your vision, man. If we're gonna do this, we gotta do it right.
My vision, I want to take my message, I want to take these beats, I want to take them global. I'm trying to put people on. People got to know. I want to give them something, real.
I really want to get a contract written up today, Jay. The real, man. I don't know. Do people even want the real anymore? That's the question. It's a hard bargain. Are you gonna bring the real? You think you can bring the real?
I only bring the real. I only bring the real. I'm gonna give you that real.
Shit, man. I don't know. Can I trust it? I'm just not feeling it, you know?
I hit go again. Ooh, who let Joseph in? Dealing with those woes again. You know you can't hold them in. Breaking nerves and cords with it. Moving up like Lord willing. Yeah, I'm more willing. Get the dirt done. Yeah, I'm full willing. Then I break out in this most ceiling. Hey, you give it, I'm giving it right back. Yeah, I got my mind on my mischief. Won't get sidetracked. Yeah, I'm serving looks like crooks. I'm selling rhymes like dimes. So many gems for such a steal. My God, it should be a crime. Here we go. Back to black or back to atrophy. Back to back catastrophes. Get with it or wind it if you get out of G. Wish I could add a G for every rapper mad at me after I give a how to rap manual to all their family. Naturally, I'm just laying in the cut, kicking the dust in my Air Max. Coughing on some stuff with the squad out in Fairfax. On the road again, that Kerouac. I put my city on and hope they have my back. Yeah, so here we go, go. Kicking the sickest shit you've ever known. Getting to the goals, we just trying to stay gold. Giving them the greatest story that was never told. Get it, then I'm ghost. Here we go again, back to the wild unknown again. Going through the living in the ghost inside my phone again. Some wanna be a millionaire, so they just phone a friend. I wanna be chameleonaire to a Houstonian. Heart dipped in chromium, higher than a starship custodian. Calling the competition how I see him from the podium. And they let that fear and loathing keep controlling them. Some think they gods, it's up to us to let them know they only man. In this life of sin, it's just me and my girl. Wait, in these walls we in, we stressing over every mistake. Cause in this life of sin, it's hard for us to live through mistakes. Well, I wish I knew back when I started killing all these mixtapes. You can get your lips taped, talking too much blase. Rappers act hard, then be singing like Sade. You're that kiss of life, I'm the life of the party. But keep away your wife and leave me be like Cardi. Yeah, and here we go, go. Kicking the sickest shit you've ever known. Getting to the goals, we just trying to stay gold. Giving them the greatest story that was never told. Get it, then I'm ghost. Yeah, yeah, here we go, go, go. Here we go, go, go. Here we go, go, go. Oh, here we go, live in stereo.
Shout out to J Havoc.
My vision takes you to another space. Common, we think you about to end it first place? Yeah, I disagree. We the best, no bundle pack. Yeah, yeah, here's the catch, don't fumble that. Hey, I'ma keep 'em on rocking like a rumble pack. Cause I am pretty damn awesome, that's a humble brag. What you mean I can't smoke inside? I'm always hot, and I got soul. Half these artists got no heart like RoboCop. I don't need no Photoshop to touch up on my photo ops. I guess it's just me against the world, but I know those odds. Back in 50 Cent told me how to rob. Now he's playing Treasure Island and I got a job. Big Pun said it's kinda hard cause we on our own, but it's still gang gang, so you know it's squad. They want that infinite Suki on me, but we tell them nah, we individuals, but our sum is greater than our parts. And how we part like the Red Sea is how we start. Turning up on our enemies, Joan of Arc. Hey, I'ma dance now while I'm making money move. Making faces at my haters, such a funny dude. So Kakashi when he's in the groove. G. Ah, baby, why you acting so colicky? They ain't with it, they ain't with it. Don't bother me, they just ain't hitting no shuriken. Get your weight up, some shirt for them. My girl just love how I be serving them. She said, babe, can we get it? Yeah, sure we can. I don't want it if it's messing up my chakra. Ayy, I done been through the fire, word of shocker. All of this world is ours, you can get it if you want it. It's crazy how many people straight crumble to pieces whenever the rest is confronted. I don't let nobody tell me I'm nothing. I don't let things be the reason I want it. You got the keys, let's get it, let's ride. Or I can just turn up and get this shit bumping. Ow. Eyes open, no joking, I am kinda raw. So broken, overpowered, I ain't scared at all. More focus here, the opus when you see the squad. Let me take you for a ride, you can get involved. Hey, get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em higher now. I can take you to the clouds, bring you underground. Ain't no Genjutsu, baby, you just love the sound. Welcome to my world, you should stick around. Welcome to my world, you should stick around.
I'm on the block, I'ma get at me.
In the hot scene.
Yeah.
The scene in the West Mid.
That one. Dark Gems INTL podcast. I just hit myself in the mouth again with the mic. It is time for the music review portion of the show. So, if you haven't heard already and you're just joining, this is the main event. Submit your music with the link below, https://stream elements. Click that. It's in blue. Submit your music, and we're going to listen to it. First up, we have
a submission by MCJ.
Ooh.
This one is called Lights and Stars.
MCJ Lights and Stars.
He's very consistent.
Drag my feet across the concrete, hoping I don't fall to the feet. Will I get up and still see the night goes on? And I'm still gotta push on strong as I finish writing all these motherfucking songs. So much shit rumbling over and over. I still gotta wait till I'm fully sober. The stars gaze across the sky, and the lights of my city still shine so motherfucking bright. Lights, the stars, will I make it far? Or am I just gonna fall apart? Shit changes over time, but these stupid motherfuckers are not gonna mess with my mind. Lights, the stars, will I make it far? Or am I just gonna fall apart? Shit changes over time, but these stupid motherfuckers are not gonna mess with my mind. Don't come into my lane when you never felt my pain. Don't even try to motherfucking change. Now that I'm rising to the game, you begin to claim you was there back in the old days. But that's not true because you were out of the picture. Now you wanna be around me cause I'm getting bigger. Don't try to test me now that I've grown, because I got this rap shit motherfucking back on. Lights, the stars, will I make it far? Or am I just gonna fall apart? Shit changes over time, but But these stupid motherfuckers are not gonna mess with my mind. Lies, the stars, will I make it far? Or am I just gonna fall apart? Shit changes over time. But these stupid motherfuckers are not gonna mess with my mind. In case y'all motherfuckers didn't know, it's MCJ, y'all better learn that shit. Cause I'm gonna come in the motherfucking game, what you know about that? Yeah. Cause y'all never gonna learn that I came here to
All
hustle.
right. MCJ, you know I love you, bro. You know I love you heavy, and
Everybody loves
yeah,
MCJ.
everybody loves MCJ. Dead ass. Yeah, no, it's like I like your music heavy, but I feel like sometimes you be falling off performance wise. But in that song, I want to say there was a good amount of like the like a good amount of portion for the songs where it was like you were just hitting the right level of performance. So I was like, yeah, this dude is really like just hitting it right now. Like that part where you're like the lights, the stars. Like if you hit every track like that, I feel like most definitely your shit would be super solid. The production was amazing. I love that,
was a
beat.
great
hella.
beat.
Yeah, that beat was crazy. Yeah, I just feel like sometimes you be falling off with the performance, whether that be confidence or, you know, like if you be shooting shit like one take like that, shit can be, you know, a little iffy. But overall, I feel like the song was really good. I feel like you did pretty well on it. I like that shit hella.
Oh yeah, man. I second that point about performance. There's sometimes like, and I'm gonna like be hypothetical here because I know I do this, and he does the whole process, right? MCJ can produce, engineer, he records the stuff, he writes the stuff, he performs it, masters, all that stuff, right? So one thing I do is like I overthink my like recording artist portion of my work a lot. And like when you overthink a beat, it usually doesn't hold you back that much because you can, you know, just tweak a bunch of things and like it'll probably just end up sounding a little bit better, right? The worst thing you lose is maybe a lot of time, but it will still sound a little bit better. With your performance though, it's best not to overthink it. I know I overthink it because I look at it and I'm thinking of like the outline of the claps and like everything needs to line up perfectly, and if the performance drops off here then da 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 da, and like I have to like check back in and be like, oh yeah, the common listener is not going to hear these things, right? I don't think anybody's going to hear these things because I'm so in my head wanting this to be perfect. So like I know personally that I need to relax a little bit forward, and just perform and just rap. So maybe that's what you need to do too. I don't know.
The zone
But,
is
like,
an important factor.
You're an all-around artist, bro, and you're what, 20? Like,
Literally.
One thing I think he should do is experiment a little more with your vocals. It sounds like, and I'm not sure. I think you use Logic just like I do, but it sounds like it's just like vocals and that's it.
Yeah.
Like try some plugins, screw around with that. Just try something to make it interesting. I know that's the funnest part of the editing process for me. But yeah, if I was if you and I continue to work on stuff together, and we use my stuff, that's gonna be something that I'm gonna do is kind of experiment with your vocals a little bit. But otherwise, great beat.
Sorry.
Send over some beats to me. There was
Me
a
as
couple
well.
that you showed me at my house that I really liked. Trying to do some more work.
Get weird with the MCJ, bro. Just be mixing it up with the vocals, bro. Get weird as fuck.
Sometimes you gotta.
Swear, bro.
sometimes you just gotta do things horribly and them right.
Oh God, that's what I do.
Yeah. Everybody's gotta do. You just gotta not think about all the like technicalities and stuff and just perform and be yourself. And then maybe step away from the computer after you do that and come back for another session and then be like, okay, now I'm gonna get strict. Now I'm putting my mixing engineer hat on. And yeah. But either way, MCJ, I was serious about like producing with you and like working with you on my next project because I've already worked with Jay Havoc, White Boy Beats, Jay Martinez, Corey, Dabo Fly, Chris Blades,
The collabs you and I
Red
make-
Panda,
Never
Who
see
the
the
fuck
bright of
else?
day. It seems like.
No, bro, they will. Like I know I feel that way too, trust me. And like there's literally no reason for it at all cuz I talk to you every day. So, and like throughout this whole like past 7 minutes, I've just been thinking about what I'm about to do when I get back in the studio after this.
Sure.
So like murderous things are going to happen, and I have that dog song that I was doing with YPG. I think you should get on that, and then we should film a video in Austin
Okay.
or wherever YPG
I have
is
that
from.
beat sitting right on my desktop. He just hasn't written to it yet. I think he started.
He started. He's got like 2 bars on it. Yeah. Got that dog in him. Yeah, that's a good song. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Tomorrow.
Appreciate you, MCJ. Thank you very much for your submission. Much love to you. Keep doing what you got to do. Take what the guys say to heart, and do what you do. Work on it.
Do what you do.
So,
What you do.
Of course,
Up next,
MCJ. You gotta
Our
give
next
us feedback.
submission is by Shank Hill. This one is called Hostile I Am. Let's get into it.
If I just let it go, then I'll be the bigger man. I must find out a way just to understand. If I just let it go, then I'll be a better man. Pop off at the mouth when I have to take a stand. If I just let it go, then I'll be the bigger man. I must find out a way just to understand. If I just let it go, then I'll be a better man. Pop off at the mouth. Hostile, I sliding around Med City on them cold winter roads. We were pushing for the code, let our area know. If you step up the throw, then we come in their throats. Bars toe to toe, let ops know that we die slow. Train wrecks and overdoses, shit be hurting the most. It's fentanyl epidemic under government quotas. Problem is clearly visible to those not blindfolded. Wealth equality got them stonewalled and stolen. Ask them to take a fat pay cut and stand up for soldiers. Salute the flag but won't take a knee for the broken. Home shattered by those that were supposed to be holding to a higher standard to keep the peace and uphold it. If I just let it go, then I'll be the bigger man. I must find out a way just to understand. If I just let it go, then I'll be a better man. Pop off at the mouth when I have to take a stand. If I just let it go, then I'll be the bigger man. I must find out a way just to understand. If I just let it go, then I'll be a better man. Pop off at the mouth. Hostile I am. Respect is redigested as hate, a hefty plate to take. So what's the real plan for the big escape from fate? Justice still sees nothing but that what you make. Cause really I got nothing but love, passion and pain. Sit back with a pad and pen, a student of the game. Check the mirror so at my competition I aim. And I know his name, familiar with the propane. Out of options, hoping to release his soul pain. Scripting what he think is profane, unintended rain of like and like Leviathan you cannot contain. Viper bite, quicker strike, irons hot, heat the flame. Manic with the alchemy, mixing up your end game. If I just let it go, then I'll be the bigger man. I must find out a way just to understand. If I just let it go, then I'll be a better man. Pop off at the mouth when I have to take a stand. If I just let it go, then I'll be the bigger man. I must find out a way just to understand. If I just let it go, then I'll be a better man. Pop off at the mouth. Hostile I am. All this empty rhetoric disguised as a sedative. Hostile reactions to those protesting for betterment. Oratory eloquence telling stories over again. Militant factions defending every life and limb. Waldo's back, see where he's at. No more looking stupid. Hawking time bomb missiles that you get to moving. On my swamp with a quick step, that's how you do it. Hope you see in 2020 vision how you looking foolish. Waldo's back, see where he's at. No more looking stupid. Hawking time bomb missiles that you get to moving. On my swamp with a quick step, that's how you do it. Hope you see in 2020 vision how you looking foolish. If I just let it go, then I'll be the bigger man. I must find out a way just to understand. If I just let it go, then I'll be a better man. Pop off at the mouth when I have to take a stand. If I just let it go, then I'll be the bigger man. I must find out a way just to understand. If I just let it go, then I'll be a better man. Pop off at the mouth. Hostile I am. If I just let it go, then I'll be the bigger man. I must find out a way just to understand. If I just let it go, then I'll be a better man. Pop off at the mouth when I have to take a stand. Man, murder boy, you on this voice, get up, man. So not wish to get what I now. Man, murder boy, you on this voice, get up.
Ooh,
Oh God, we gotta add.
they can't hear.
You getting heard now?
Are we on?
Mhm.
Sorry about
So
that.
what I would do with that is submit that to like, that sounds like when you're playing like a basketball game, like an NBA game, and you're at the menu,
Mhm.
and it just has like a random, because it's a song that makes me want to hoop. I was saying, you guys couldn't hear us because the mics were off, but I was saying it reminds me of Fort Minor.
Remember the name.
Yeah, that song "Remember the Name," and that was on like NBA Live 2006. And I don't know, it just reminds me of like a song that I want to warm up sports to. Good song, great production, great engineering too. The
This-
vocals were clean.
Does it say who produced it?
No.
Okay, guys, in the chat. I don't know I don't know if it's JLR or who submitted it, but who produced that, man? I don't know, where'd you get the beat from? Either way, really bouncy beat, really
The vocals were
enticing
clean as hell.
sound. Yeah, vocals were mixed really well. It didn't try to be anything it wasn't. Like stylistically, the mix even like followed that pattern, and it just sounded really balanced overall. The little vocal like effects that you did when it was like shifting in and out, those like what do you call those when DJs like scratch and shit? Or I don't know what that's called specifically. I just thought that was cool. That'd be, I don't know. Good beat, man. Good beat selection. I need you guys to let us know when the next project is coming too, 'cause I like that for you. Either way, man. I like that. I think that was one of the most complete songs you've sent us. Like, I don't really have any huge complaints, like mix or style wise.
Submit it to 2K.
Yeah, submit it to 2K.
No, for real.
For real though, like get your sync licensing together and like send out your music to like marketing cores and stuff like that can put your music on stuff, because that's a song that has a place. So
Like on the soundtrack to like some sports movie.
some soundtrack for sure. Yeah.
I like the song overall. Like, I don't got any like crazy opinions on it. It was a pretty decent song. It's not nothing that like I haven't really like not heard before. It was a solid song. I fucked with it. The mixing was good. I feel like the performance was pretty good as well. It wasn't nothing like game changing or nothing like that, but I definitely fucked with it. I liked it.
Lundy's looking for something he's never heard before every time.
Bro, yeah, no, deadass. I want somebody to submit on here with some shit, brother. I ain't never fucking like heard before, bro. Some like crazy shit. So I could be like, you're it, bro. You got it. That's valid.
You're looking for the aliens to get on here.
Yeah, nah.
Beep bop alort, schminking on alort, Misa giga leet la nor. And you're like, whoa, bro.
I ain't never heard no shit like that, bro.
That sounds like some sort of Polish or something accent.
They're just all wearing like red Adidas tracksuits, and they're in the middle of some like worn-torn former Soviet region.
Yeah.
Ice Spice in the chat, like, ooh,
Yeah.
that Nike track.
Not a
Well-
Nike Tech though. Adidas.
So MCJ, he sent us, I think it's someone that he knows or someone that, like his friend or whatever. They go by the name of Worthless.
Ooh.
Ooh, artist we haven't heard before.
Whoa.
yeah.
Whoa. We got that at
Yeah.
the same time.
The song is called Afternoon Walk, produced by Batter.
Hit the mic
The,
with my
the,
hat.
the upside down V is usually an A, so I'm going to go
Or
with
it's
Batter.
butter.
Okay, Butter. We butter the
Butter.
barrel.
We all need space to understand.
What is important to you?
Yeah, I'm chilling with the gang now. Putting everything underneath my name now. I ain't stopping till they know my fucking name now. If the song don't make it, yeah, I'm in my grave now. I'ma never
That was a really, really interesting beat. Lundy was really fucking with the beat to start off with.
Hell
Really
yeah,
fucking with it.
MCJ. Shout out MCJ for sending us artists we've never heard before.
Yes,
For real.
Sirski.
Artist name again?
Worthless.
Worthless.
WVRTHLXSS.
Produced by
Yeah.
Batter or
BVTTER. I'm gonna say batter.
Batter. Because that sounds and butter.
I would like the contact to that producer.
Yeah.
That was a nice beat.
Yeah, if you know that MCJ,
Send
he
them
has a
my
new
way.
client.
It's a good track.
It's MCJ with a mask.
I like some of the ad libs; they fit in well nicely.
Um,
And I'm pretty harsh on ad libs because some people just throw them in for no reason. But I think they were done well in this song.
bro, I feel like we got like a good dynamic going. We got like you on the mixing. He's like performing some lyrics. Like,
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
yeah.
It's a pretty balanced panel. This
yeah,
week,
no.
I'd say.
I I definitely liked the performance for that song. I feel like that shit hit, and I feel like the mixing was pretty decent too. It reminded me of like an Aaron May track for sure. You guys listen to Aaron May before?
Nope.
Nope.
Really?
Aaron June.
Aaron May. Anyways,
Water in July.
I definitely feel as though like that beat was super heavy. I feel like you could have came harder with the lyrics. I feel like you could have done a little bit more with that. Besides that, I liked everything about it. I just feel like those lyrics just they weren't really catching me. You know, you were throwing in like a lot of like simplistic, styles, rhyme styles and shit like that. Nothing too heavy with the lyrics.
Not very experimental.
Yeah. I want to hear some people say some crazy shit on the track, bro. I never heard before. That's what I want, bro. And if you ain't hitting that, I don't know. It's not really catching no attention.
I'm trying to get dissed, bro.
I'll diss you. I'll diss you tonight. Fake beef.
You
No,
think
just
you'll
kidding.
get a diss in the next?
It's a-
couple
Bro, we
months?
got dissed on Twitter. Me and you.
I'm talking about a real
I'm talking
track.
about on a track.
A real track.
Anybody can get Twitter fingers.
Swear. No, I'll take anybody on a track, bro. I kill any of y'all here on a track. We could take it there. Yeah.
I feel like I don't always show off my aggressive lyrical ability
But
because
people think you're showing off.
people think that. But when I come hard on like a lyrical track, I can go hard. I just don't do it all the time, and I need to throw a couple tracks on my project I'm working on where I'm like that because it's been a while. I don't think I've done a track like that since the Milwaukee freestyle diss,
Yeah.
But when I come like that, I come.
I
come.
Whoa! What you guys say? Let's talk about it. Whoa! That's crazy.
I wish Jay was here.
I came.
They came.
No, but Worthless, bro. You definitely.
Shout
You
out
did your
Worthless,
shit.
man. I hope he's watching or he watched this like at some time soon.
You did your shit, dog. You did your shit. Just I don't know how old that track is, but experiment with your lyrics, bro. Experiment with them lyrics. Like that beat, definitely. At first, I thought it was gonna be on some like Earl Sweatshirt Mavi style shit, and that's really what I be fucking with. And then I got that Aaron May flow, and I also fuck with Aaron May heavy, and I was like, yeah, no, like this shit gonna be tough. I was listening to it. Performance went crazy. Mixing was crazy. Those lyrics, though, bro, you gotta hit a little bit harder with them.
With them lyrics. Gotta hit it like abuse. Is that the last track we got in the queue? Anybody watching live right now, this is your last chance to hop in our queue and get your music listened to. So if you haven't yet, click the Stream Elements link that's in our description of this live stream right now. And we just dropped it in the chat.
Get it in now. 'Cause I'm getting tired.
Oh, I see. Actually, you didn't. But, click the link in the description to submit. As always, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we're live, so you don't miss it, because it's only once a week. Hit the bell as well.
Hit the damn
And
bell.
follow the Instagram so you can keep track of all of the events and artists in the hottest scene in the Midwest.
Yeah.
And that's all, my friend. How much time we got left
About a
tonight? We
half
got
hour.
34 minutes. I'm just waiting for the scene to explode.
The scene's gonna explode.
Do you think the scene will explode first, and as a result of that, the artist will get bigger, or do you think there'll be an artist here that gets big, and that makes the scene explode.
Bro, we won't.
What do you think would come first?
I think
One of us gonna.
one of us is gonna pop off, and then we're gonna be interviewed on something. And we're gonna mention this, and then they're not gonna talk. They're gonna ignore it. Then we're gonna say it again, and then they're gonna be like, "What is he talking about?" And then we're gonna say it again, and they're gonna be like, "Well, he must be talking about something." And then they're gonna tune in. They're
Well,
gonna
because
realize what's going on.
Hypothetically, let's say he blew up, right? He'd still
Yeah.
being on here.
Bro, he
So
would
people,
not survive that.
his fans would tune in and be like, "Oh, King Lundy's on that show. What's it called? The Dark Gems podcast. Oh, let's check that out." And then it would slowly go from there. Oh, he's performing. Who are these other people? Dabo Fly. He's
boy
gonna
Fly.
be there. He's gonna be there.
And that's what Dark Gems is for. That's what the pod is for. And that's what this is my second mini rant. This will be a mini rant for them. I was talking with the artist last week after the show, and he asked me, he's like, "Bro, are you for Rochester? You like for the scene around here?" And wow.
Nah, that's
and I was
crazy.
like,
Don't.
yes,
That's the
of
homie. Don't
course.
say that.
And for a second, I felt like, I was confused, like why he was asking me this. And then later on, I was like, you know what? Like, if you know my history and you know everything I've worked on here, from 507cc to collaborating with Midwest Vault to starting Dark Gems to making all the shows and all the podcasts and all the promotion and all the networking and all the travel and all that other stuff, there would not be any question that I support Rochester, bro. There would not be any question.
Support Rochester as opposed to who?
As opposed to just being here and trying to like exploit people for my own personal gain or something. I don't know. Like
Sounds more
not
like
being
me.
for the community, but like I think there's varying definitions as to what it means to be for the community. Like there's other organizations in town here that say they're for the community, like the one I mentioned earlier, that just function differently. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get this place live. We are going to get this place live. That's why I keep saying Roch Red Light, and like all the veterans, the Rochester art scene veterans are like, "What are you talking about? Stop. Well, when are you going to unveil your plan or whatever?" It's like, bro, this is happening. Okay? Like, you better believe it. This is happening. We got all the people together now. 3 years ago, I was at 507cc talking to this dude. I was on SoundCloud, and he dropped like one song every 4 months. I was like, guys, we just need 4 artists or 3 artists that are consistent, and this place is going to blow up. And we have more than that now. I've told the story like 8 times. Like, we have more than 10, 15 artists that are on top of the shit all the time, and they're unique and they're different. And they're putting out stuff that sounds different as opposed to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to the top. So back to what I was originally saying. Like, if you doubt that I am not here for the community, why do I do this podcast then, bro? I do it on a separate channel, and I don't get like any personal clout from it, really. It's more for the brand. Why do I repost people's cool shit on Dark Gems all the time? Why did I make a whole playlist for free of all Rochester artists that I also put on QR codes that are on flyers all over Rochester? Why did I do that? Like, what is the personal benefit for Blake Shepard's career to doing that? It's not about that, bro. It's about spreading the energy, and it's about creating something real and something new. So, like, I get that there can be misconceptions because not everybody knows that. But, like, when you know all that stuff, it's quite clear what my intentions are. Now, as far as being for the community and what that actually means, I personally have to draw the line in the sand at some point. Because, like I said before, there's a lot of people that have taken advantage of my kindness and my favors, and they have not done any of the work themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will help you do things. I will answer questions for you. I can do some little things for you. But everything else is you. Because I could put you on. I could get you a set. I could do this and that. But that set's not going to get you anywhere unless you are getting yourself somewhere. Like, if Dabo Fly didn't put out 1 million singles, and King Lundy wasn't putting out projects and, like, fucking working on his brand every day, like, we wouldn't be in the same lexicon because there would be nothing to talk about. I'd be like, hey bro, like what are you doing? And he'd be like, oh, I kind of worked on music today. I'd be like, okay, well, what's the plan? And he'll just have no plan.
Playing video games and all.
Yeah, I don't know like what I'm doing. I might put out a song some point in time.
It's all cool to fuck off, like, maybe, like, once in a while, bro. Like, maybe for, like, a day or some shit. But, like, if you really invested in this shit, bro, there's not, like, a day that goes by, really, where I have not been productive in my music. Like, I'm always out taking photos. I'm always out going to these weird places, bro. I'm always, like, doing animations, working on music. Like, if you're not a functional business, bro, like, if you're not in the works of developing yourself as a business, as a brand, then what the fuck are you doing? And why should we put you on to do such and such like that?
And for people who don't have a studio, you don't always have to be working on a new mixtape to be putting something into your artistry. So like for me, for example, I was talking with Money Mac about this because he asked how many songs I had done for my next project, and I only have 4 done. And he's like, dang, I thought you'd have at least like 6 by now. And I'm like, well, the thing is when I'm working on music, it's not always working on a new project. So like between in the last week, I've been at your video making a cameo. I have one in the works that I'm waiting for to be edited. Then I come here to this podcast and then I perform on Friday.
Yeah.
So like none of that. It's a very productive week for me, but it has nothing to do with recording.
Right.
Yeah. As long as you're doing something that influences, like, you know, your brand and such, like, that's all that matters. Like this nigga Blake, bro, literally, out always doing stuff. Out always taking photos. Out always looking for new artists to put on the page. Fucking working on himself, mixing, mastering, making beats. Like, it's not all about just recording, bro. It's not all about that. As long as you're doing something to influence, you know, like, your brand and get you where you need to go.
Even if you're stuck at work all week, like say
Literally.
you pick up shift, you can be on Instagram at least finding ways to market yourself.
Literally, I'd be going to the bathroom for like 20 minutes, bro, at work, and just, like, you know, I'll be, you know, doing my thing in the bathroom.
Marketing
Yeah,
and
but
stuff,
like, I'll be like, you know, there I'm like DMing people, or like, I was literally at the like in the bathroom and made a whole animation. Bro, in the bathroom.
Yeah. You got to be over efficient. Like,
Literally.
you have to find ways to do 3 things at once. That's what I've been doing.
No matter where you're at, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and like, even like me, like, there's times where I'd be fucking off, bro. Like, I'll like get done making some shit and I'll be like, damn, bro, like, I'm kind of out of juice right now. Watch the little TV show for a little bit, and then I just sit back and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? And then I get back, like, right back to it. There's nothing wrong with fucking off as long as you can stay on track at least a little bit, bro.
And as long as your fucking off is almost a part of the recharge process, meaning you can't pour from an empty cup. Sometimes you do need to screw around a little bit just to get that motivation back.
Yeah.
You have to go through life experiences. That's one of the reasons I take a long time on projects, because if I record all the songs in too short of a time, I have the same mentality.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, oh, I remember in October, I was having a really bad month. If I made the whole tape in October, it's probably going to be the album will all sound kind of the same. Where I like my Narcissistic Fantasies project took me like 1.5 years. But it's no pun intended, a roller coaster of emotions. Like, one song I'm sad, then I'm cocky, then I'm super happy and excited, then I'm sad again, and then I'm, you know, then it's like romantic, and it's all over the place.
You need them canon events, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You need that canon, dead ass. If you can't get that canon, bro, then you're pouring from an empty cup. We all know that all too well. There's been definitely times where I guarantee you they've been sitting in the studio, I've been sitting in the studio, and it's like, I ain't got shit to talk about. You know, this might sound pretty fucked up, but sometimes you gotta go make those canon events for yourself. That's what I have to do that sometimes. Sometimes I might have to set myself up for a canon event, for some fuck shit to go wrong, and then I'm like, all right, now I got something to write about.
That's from an MGK song. He's like, my label hates that I'm like this. I got to go through shit to keep writing.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That's good.
And I had told in one of our infamous talks in the car, or I don't know how, car talks from coming back from the cities back when we do all that. I told him, I was like, sometimes I feel like I have to sabotage my own life to come up with something creative.
I feel that, bro.
Right.
I feel that.
Right,
I feel
bro.
that heavy.
Right. It's going to be interesting after this next project for me in October, because like Dirty Club Floor was like me processing a lot of shit and then forming something beautiful out of it. But like a lot of that has been resolved now, and I'm still very motivated by the future, and that's what's going to fuel this next project, and that's what's going to inspire this next project. But after I put this project out, Man, I hope like a lot of cool shit happens on tour and stuff like that I can write on, because
I'm telling you, bro.
I might be like out of juice.
After like, I feel like we're all in the process right now of dropping some of our like
Best
Most
work.
projects,
epic
best
shit ever.
works. Yeah,
Yeah.
because like I don't want to talk to. I'm not dropping an album, guys. By the way, don't. Yeah, maybe I might. Maybe
He's considering it.
there's an album, but there's no album. Anyways, no album at all. But yeah, no, what the like album that I got that's not coming out. There's some crazy shit that may or may not exist on it.
If you have to, if you have any thoughts that it's risky to put something on there, always put it on there.
No,
That's the best.
It's not about the riskiness of putting it out. It's that it doesn't fucking exist. It's not real. Yeah.
Sometimes you just make up stuff, you mean? Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens too. See,
That's not what I meant. But I'll explain to you later, Davo. I
Okay.
won't. I won't explain it to Davo.
okay. I feel like I'm out of the loop on
Seems
something. I'm
accurate.
confused as hell.
You're definitely. I didn't even explain it to Davo. There's no explanation for Davo.
Overthink it,
Yeah.
Okay.
because he's not dropping it up.
Yeah. There's no album.
Okay. I didn't think there was. I never asked if there was either. I'm just kidding.
There's no album.
But back what I was saying about the sabotaging like your life till you can write about something true. My favorite. That's sometimes if I can't write, it's because I want something really to happen so I can write about it being true.
Yeah.
Because then I have more pride in my song and I have more confidence behind it because it's just me telling a story. Like I've had people say like, "Oh, the song Dogs, Girls, and Whiskey. That's just a parody. You're just trying to be funny. That song's corny. That song's trash." And I'm like, well, everything I said in that song is true. If you don't like the song, you just don't like my life. Like my songs are just. It's not like I'm sitting here thinking really hard. Like, cat rhyme, cat. I'm just naturally saying this, this, and this, and this all happened to me. So yeah, that's what my favorite part of writing true songs is when people diss them. I'm just like, well, that actually happened to me. So you just don't enjoy my actual life.
Can I be honest with you, Davo?
Yes.
There are songs that I like by you, but Dogs, Girls, and Whiskey, I did not like that song.
And that's a fair
Yeah.
argument because there's people who. What is it that you don't like about it? I don't want to.
I definitely feel like the context of the song, like I don't know, like I've heard that like a lot and like I don't know, like just it felt I don't want to say too basic, but like I feel like the structure of it there could have been more to it.
Yeah, it was
a
just
little
a super easy. You know, that song actually did start as a parody.
bit. It actually did. Whoa!
My brother and I used to just freestyle in a country accent, and we would just be funny. We'd be like, you know, I'm a redneck with an ugly wife, or like some weird, like stereotypical, like redneck shit. And one day he just goes, "Dogs, girls, and whiskey," and I was like, "That's funny." And then we just kept saying it for like a year, and eventually, that song by Lil Durk featuring Morgan Wallen, "Broadway Girls," it's like a country trap song. That came out, and I was like, "Dude, that beat's actually pretty sick. I should find a beat like that." And then I just used the "Dogs, Girls, and Whiskey" line. But anyway, yeah. So like, but everything I say in that song is just an actual true thing about my life. Sipping a Coors like Johnny Lawrence. There's no like that's shows how much I like Cobra Kai, and I always drink Coors. Like, if I go line for line, it's just me talking about like a regular day in the summer.
Yeah.
The song "Repeat's" pretty true too. That's why I almost didn't want to drop it.
I feel that. How much time we got left?
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
I'm
you
kinda
guys
tired.
you guys want to tune in to some weird shit for an album that probably not going to happen and there is no album at all, follow me on kinglundy.76 on Instagram. There's some weird shit on there, man. You'll see some weird shit.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, we in it.
Yeah,
Hey,
see what I'm saying?
if you still want me to,
Yeah. I got to see where this goes, though.
Oh yeah.
let me know what the word is.
So if that
That
works,
just
I
came
got.
through?
Yeah, if that works, then I have two gigs. We're cooking. We're
Cooking
cooking with
up.
gas, partner.
Cooking up,
Cooking with gas.
cooking with straight ass.
Bro, this is the hottest scene in the Midwest. I don't care what anybody cares. We suck, bro.
We're terrible.
horrible.
We're cooking with ass right now, bro.
They're gonna talk about it. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Somebody said Lundy.
I'm gonna come over sometime next week to record that ambient beat with you. He knows where you live.
Well, me and
Doesn't sound like
me and
you have a
MCJ
choice.
live in the same neighborhood.
Oh,
You guys don't know where I live. We don't
it
live
was
near
more
each
fun
other.
when I was just imagining him like demanding this out of you.
Wait, was that recent? How long ago was
Yeah,
that?
it was the last comment.
Bet MCJ. You know what I'm saying? Let's do that shit. Let's work on that beat. Let's get that shit done, dog. I got hella weird fucking samples, bro. I feel like you could cook up with.
When did you say Splice was going out of business?
Oh, it said July something.
And they
They're-
said it was shutting down.
Yeah, shutting down completely.
That's so lame. I need to
Splice is
cash in,
done.
bro. I
What's
need to
that? What
take
is Splice?
Splice is a sample website. It's
you hear
all
about that,
royalty-free samples put on there by
Oh,
producers.
Why would they shut it down?
I don't know. Maybe the business
There's
is just
a whole
going-
bunch
I
of
don't
like
know.
alternate like competing programs that like have a lot more shit than Splice that are coming out. I feel like that's the reason why.
That might be why. But like, I've had a $7.99 subscription to them for like 3 years, and I stopped. I had so many samples. I stopped gathering samples like 2 years ago, and I went back on there like 3 months ago, and I had like 2,500 free samples, and I was like, cool.
Cash in tonight, bro.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll be tonight. I got to record tonight because I have a song coming out that's not finished.
How many viewers we got right now?
Blake, when do you
Mhm.
sleep?
Because
It always sounds like, oh, I was up recording till like 4, and
Yeah.
then like you'll be at work at like 8. I'll see you on Snapchat. Like so
Yeah.
when? Do you...
So here's what happens. I fall asleep on accident a lot of times. That's how I fall asleep most nights.
Yeah.
I sleep on either my studio floor or on my couch, or just the couch out in the living room, like 2/3 or 3/4 of nights. Like it's very rare. I'm like satisfied with my day, and I'm like, it's time to go to bed. No, there's some times where like I'll admit partial defeat, and I'll like take out my contacts and brush my teeth. I'll be like, okay, see how much I can get before I fall asleep, and then I'll fall asleep at some point in time. But a lot of times, like I'll be like, it'll be like 1 a.m. and I'll be like, okay, let me take a quick 2-hour nap or something like that. And that usually doesn't work out. I usually wake up around 6 or 7 and then I go to work.
That's bro. I'm not even lying, bro. I'm on your wavelength now. Like most nights, bro. I don't even fall asleep in my bed. I fall asleep at my table.
Yeah.
Like I'll just be like up, like looking for stuff. Like I've been like,
I got beef with time is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I got hella beef with time.
Same.
Time is just not like cooperating with me. And like I'm just like hella mad. Like last summer, like I had way too much fun and made horrible decisions and like did not go on tour or anything like that. And like now I just got beef with time. It's like fuck you, motherfucker. I don't want to do anything fun. I just
Right.
want to work.
right after this, I'm about to go link up with some homies. They be making like beats and shit. I'm gonna see if we could play like some weird ambient guitar riffs and make a beat out of it. Working, bro. We
Working, man.
working
Working.
always,
We
bro.
need to go places. It's the hottest scene in the Midwest. Fuck do you mean?
Fuck do you mean, dog?
Fuck
Bro,
do you mean?
when are we gonna do a show in the back rooms? Whoa!
That's a good question. That's a good question. What's the most backroom place that you've backroomed?
What's the most backroom place I've backroomed?
Yeah.
I can't reveal that, but it's
Is it a place that we could do a show at?
bro, dead ass. This is why I'm trying to cook up for my. There's no tour, guys, that I'm kind of working on. There's no tour.
Okay.
The Queen Elizabeth Ballroom in the Kaler. That is the creepiest spot that I feel like would be definitely dope for a show. Make it dark and weird and shit. Have like another like a
Halloween?
screen. Yeah, that bro. He's kind of knowing, bro. You have to stick around a little bit, Dave, for me to explain some stuff to you that
We have to work on the set
won't.
list.
Some of these
anyways after
inside
this.
jokes that I'm going over my head.
Oh wait, let me. You could.
Yeah,
you
we
keep
do. We
talking.
should wrap up so we can do that set list because I'm getting tired. I still got to drive back.
Old man getting
A-town.
tired. Yeah. Really? Not feeling it?
We hopping off the podcast now.
Yeah. We can
Thanks
just
for-
wrap it up.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for submitting.
Lastly, last time, this has been the Dark Gems INTL podcast, coolest podcast in the universe.
Sir!
Remember to submit your music in the next week here. for the next episode. Episode 10 will be June 21st, next Wednesday, 7 to 10 p.m. We have Zay3 as the featured guest from here in the Roch. As always, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Tell us your favorite form of tofu in the comments, and follow us on Instagram at DarkGemsINTL, Facebook at DarkGemsINTL, and have a great night, man. It's very simple. We're out. King Lundy, Dabo Fly, we're out. Blake Shepard, we're out.